So ladies and gentlemen, India's cosmic ambitions are about to get a turbo boost. Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla, the Indian Air Force's ace pilot, is all set to launch aboard Axiom Mission 4 to the International Space Station. Originally stated for the 8th of June, the liftoff has been rescheduled to the 10th of June at 5:52 p.m. Indian Standard Time, launching from the NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida. Now, this isn't just a mission, that's a personal milestone for Shukla, for Group Captain Shukla. It's a significant leap for India's presence in space. He will conduct 7 Indian-led experiments in microgravity, including the studies on stem cells and crop seed behavior, contributing to India's growing space science capabilities. And tonight on Trending, we're joined by those who know him the best, his very own family members, his parents, joining us on Trending to share the emotions and the hard work, the preparations that have gone behind Group Captain Shukla's incredible journey. 41 years ago, an Indian was in space. It was history scripted by Rakesh Sharma back then. And we are again on the cusp of history. Another Indian, Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla, will be scripting history. He will be in space, and we are honored to have his parents, Ms. Asha Shukla and Mr. Shambhu Dayal Shukla, also joining us. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आप दोनों का हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए रिपब्लिक टीवी पर. और आशा जी, आप माँ हैं शुभांशु की, आपने तो उनको बचपन से देखा है, उनके तमाम जो उनकी पूरी जर्नी रही है, लेकिन जब आपको ये सुनने को आया कि शुभांशु जी जो हैं वो नासा के इस प्रोग्राम के लिए भी चुने गए हैं, बस कुछ ही दिन में उनकी जर्नी शुरू हो जाएगी, कैसा लगा आपको?
बहुत अच्छा लगा था, जब सुना था तो बहुत अच्छा लगा. तैयारी तो चली रही थी पिछले 5 सालों से, और जब सुनने को मिला कि हमारा बेटा जा रहा है तो बहुत बहुत ज़्यादा खुशी हुई हम लोगों को.
हाँ आशा जी, आपके कभी उनके दिमाग में या ये कब से कुछ उनके प्रति आकर्षण था कभी स्पेस को लेकर? क्योंकि उनके आई थिंक पैदा होने के 1 साल पहले ही राकेश शर्मा जी स्पेस पे गए थे, तब चलो वो पैदा ही हुए थे, उनको नहीं इतना उस वक्त उन्होंने खबरों में देखा होगा, लेकिन आगे जाके कभी आपने उनको बढ़ते हुए स्कूल में कभी उनको ऐसी रुचि दिखाई उन्होंने कभी भी स्पेस के प्रति या कुछ भी?
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं था. उसने कभी इस विषय में कभी बात नहीं की, ना हम लोगों से कभी बात हुई, ना घर में कभी कोई बात उठती थी इस विषय में. वो पता नहीं एनडीए में सिलेक्शन होने के बाद उसको जो उसने करना था वो करता ही चला गया.
तो फाइटर पायलट बनने का भी उनको
इसमें जाने की बात को लेकर कभी चर्चा ही नहीं हुई.
अच्छा, जब फाइटर पायलट बन गए वो
पायलट भी उसको उसके जी फाइटर पायलट तो एनडीए में जब ट्रेनिंग की है उसके बाद एयरफोर्स में ट्रेनिंग की है, उसके बाद उसको फाइटर पायलट ही मिला था वहाँ पे.
तो अभी वो फाइटर पायलट बतौर फाइटर पायलट भी बहुत उनके एटलीस्ट 2000 आवर्स हो चुके हैं, और ये बहुत अहम ट्रेनिंग उनकी गई होगी. लेकिन देखिए ऑब्वियसली फोर्सेस की ट्रेनिंग बड़ी बहुत रिगरस होती है. शंभू दयाल जी, तो उनको ये इंस्पिरेशन, जैसे एनडीए का तो पता नहीं था कब वो फॉर्म भर लिया, लेकिन उनके कभी उनको क्या कुछ इंस्पायर करता है, कुछ आपको पता लगा हो कि उनको इंस्पायर कौन करा इन सब चीज़ों के लिए कि वो भी जाएँ आगे जाके डिफेंस फोर्सेस को ज्वाइन करें?
अब शुभांशु का तो हमेशा ये रहता है कि हम लोगों को भी तभी बताता है जब उसका अगला स्टेप जो है पूरा हो जाता है. अच्छा, किसी में सिलेक्शन हो जाने के बाद ही हम लोगों को पता चलता है, कि पहले नहीं बताता है. अच्छा. जब किसी फाइटर पायलट से टेस्ट पायलट में इनका हुआ तो उसके बाद पता चला, फिर टेस्ट पायलट से इसे एस्ट्रोनॉट में लिए गए तो उसके बाद जब इनका हो गया इसके बाद मुझे पता चला. बताता नहीं, नॉर्मल बस ऐसे ही बातें करता रहता.
अच्छा, रिसेंटली अभी हाल ही में बात हुई आपकी?
हाँ, जल्दी बात हुई थी अभी.
तो क्या कह रहे थे वो इस मिशन को, कुछ बात हुई या क्या कुछ बातें हुई, कैसी तैयारी चल रही है?
बस अब फाइनल पर है उनका. आज 5 तारीख हो गई है, 10 तारीख को है और 4 दिन का रह गया है. 4 दिन, बस 4 दिन किसी तरीके से अब वो ट्रेनिंग का बस फाइनल है उनका, कहीं पर कुछ अब ट्रेनिंग वगैरह नहीं, अब फाइनल हो गई है।
अच्छा, जाने से पहले एक और आखिरी सवाल कि आप ग्रुप कैप्टन शुक्ला की सबसे बड़ी जो एक खूबी है वो आप उसको किस चीज़ को गिनते हैं? सबसे बड़ी खासियत उनकी क्या है? एज अ पेरेंट आप किस चीज़ को ऐसा देखते हैं? उनका कौन सा गुण है ऐसा?
गुण तो उसमें बहुत से हैं। सबसे बड़ा गुण तो हम ये कहेंगे कि कहीं पर भी उसमें जो है इरिटेशन या मेंटली डिस्टरबेंस या किसी प्रकार का कहीं महसूस ही नहीं होता। बड़ी से बड़ी प्रॉब्लम हो उसको बिल्कुल नॉर्मल ढंग से वो उसको ट्रीट करता है, उसको हल कर लेता है, उसमें कहीं दिक्कत नहीं आती। गुस्सा होते हम लोग देखते नहीं कभी गुस्सा, मतलब जो है शायद ही हमने तो नहीं देखा इधर 10-5 साल में।
अच्छा,
कभी जो है गुस्सा नहीं होता है, बिल्कुल नॉर्मली उसको ट्रीट करता है, कहीं पर दिक्कत नहीं
जी। अच्छा, मतलब काम एंड कंपोजर उनका जो है वो हमेशा रहती है, और ऑफ कोर्स दिस इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट जिस जर्नी के लिए वो जा रहे हैं। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए आशा शुक्ला जी और शंभुदयाल शुक्ला जी, एंड वी डू विश ऑल द बेस्ट। आपके माध्यम से हमारी शुभकामनाएं भी आप ग्रुप कैप्टन शुक्ला को ज़रूर कन्वे करें। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, धन्यवाद इसके लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका।
And now more big news from the skies. India's defense dreams just got a turbocharged upgrade. For the first time ever outside France, the iconic Rafale fighter jets fuselage will be made in India. You heard that right. It will be made on Desi soil, India's soil. The aerospace power duo Tata Advanced Systems and France's Dassault Aviation have signed off on a high-stakes pact that will see Rafale's core body parts built in Hyderabad. A huge flex for India's Atmanirbhar Bharat mission, especially Atmanirbharta, self-reliance in the defense sector. So India's Atmanirbhar Bharat mission is getting this jet-powered boost with the indigenous manufacturing cutting down the import dependence, and private players like Tata joining forces with global giants like Dassault. India is not just assembling jets now, it is building critical aerospace muscle from the ground up. The move modernizes our defense infrastructure, sparks tech transfer, and also deepens strategic ties with France, all while igniting innovation across the aerospace sector. It strengthens our supply chains, sharpens our global defense profile, and puts us firmly on course for true military self-reliance. In short, India's defense game has just leveled up. Desi style Atmanirbhar Bharat push like never before. And viewers, COVID is creeping back and India must stay alert. In the past 24 hours alone, India has seen a sharp spike in COVID-19 cases. Active numbers rising from 4,302 to 4,866. 7 lives lost. Among them, a 5-month-old infant and an 87-year-old elder in the national capital. Delhi is witnessing a concerning uptick, 105 new cases in a single day. The total active caseload now stands at 562 in the city. Across the country, states like Kerala, Maharashtra, West Bengal, Karnataka and Gujarat are also seeing this pressure building, with Kerala reporting nearly 1,500 active cases, the highest in the country. And in response, the central government has swung into action, issuing advisories to all states and union territories, stressing oxygen preparedness, medical stockpiles and critical care availability. It's not panic time, but it is prep time, preparation time. A reminder that the virus is not done yet, and neither should our caution be. Mask up and stay alert. Be aware, because this time it's not just about numbers, it's about lives we cannot afford to lose. All right, we have Dr. Nitin Verma, Director of Rainbow Hospital. He is joining us. He's a specialist in allergies and respiratory disorders. Dr. Verma, thank you so much for joining us. And sir, we are seeing this huge surge, especially in the metro cities like Delhi, in the capital city. And we again see that the younger the younger people, the children and the elderly are the most vulnerable as per statistics, sir.
Yes, that's true. In the last few days, there has been a rapid increase in the number of cases that we are seeing. Fortunately, schools are closed, so one of the mediums of spread is stopped. Most of the children that I'm getting who are COVID positive are turning positive because their parents, people who were traveling or grandparents who were traveling contracted COVID, and then the whole family comes down. Fortunately, the cases seem to be mild. The younger children, probably because they've neither had the vaccine nor had COVID, are having a little more symptoms like very high fever, cold cough, a red eye, or sometimes loose motions. But so far, so good. They're all settling down with supportive treatment.
Right, Dr. Verma, thank you so much for joining us with your take and your insights on this COVID update that we're getting to our viewers. Now we shift our focus to the trends that are running hot, turning up the heat on social media. Pan Singh Tomar's granddaughter got into a heated altercation with a junior engineer over a meter replacement. Now, Sapna Tomar, reportedly the legendary athlete's granddaughter, took a strong exception to the meter being changed and allegedly physically assaulted the engineer who was there despite his attempts to reason with her. In a bid to combat poaching and bolster forest security, the Assam state government has sanctioned arms and ammunition for the Forest Protection Force. This move was announced by Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma during a World Environment Day event held at Srimanta Shankar Deva Kalakshetra in Guwahati. On your screens are the visuals of the Chief Minister handing over arms to Forest Protection Forces in the city of Guwahati. Now, a fiery debate erupted in Bulgaria's parliament after the European Union gave the green light for the country to adopt the euro by 2026. And the move sparked intense opposition, with the far-right politicians clashing with pro-EU lawmakers on the floor. Outside, thousands of protesters voiced their discontent, chanting "No to Euro colonialism." The country is sharply divided over the decision, with many Bulgarians fearing that adopting the euro will lead to higher prices and increased foreign control. Union Minister for Communications Jyoti Aditya Scindia announced that Elon Musk's Starlink is poised to become the third satellite internet company to receive a license for providing services in India. This development comes after Bharti's OneWeb and Reliance Jio have already secured licenses from the Department of Telecommunications, Government of India.
और मुझे विश्वास है कि भारत में ग्राहकों की श्रेणी विश्व के ग्राहकों की श्रेणी से बढ़कर आगे बढ़ेगी.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi planted a sindoor sapling at his residence, 7 Kalyan Marg, himself today on the World Environment Day. The sapling holds a special significance as it was gifted to him by a group of brave women who played a remarkable role in the 1971 war. And during this meeting, the women presented the sindoor saplings to Prime Minister Modi, who was deeply touched by the gesture and promised to plant it at his home. In a heartwarming moment, a young elephant calf expressed its gratitude after being rescued from a muddy predicament in the forest area of Kargoda, Raigad. The Forest Department personnel worked tirelessly to free the calf, and their efforts paid off in a big way. The little pachyderm showed its appreciation in a truly adorable way. And well, looks like General Asim Munir just got court-martialed by the internet. Sorry, Field Marshal, who is now Field Marshal, not in Rawalpindi, but in the middle of Times Square itself. And in what can only be described as a next-level troll drop, digital billboards in the world's busiest market lit up with tags like Fraud Marshal and Loser, complete with mugshots, slogans, and not-so-subtle shades. The mastermind, reportedly, Imran Khan's outraged fan club, showing they may have lost the PM, but not lost the PMO, but not their meme game. From branding Munir a deceiver to throwing in his two crooks for good measure, this was less of a protest and more of a Times Square takedown. The Ladakh Scouts Regimental Centre in Leh witnessed a grand passing out parade marking the induction of 194 Agniveer recruits into the esteemed Ladakh Scouts Regiment. These young soldiers, hailing from all regions of Ladakh, have undergone rigorous training and are now ready to serve the nation. The ceremony was reviewed by Major General Gurpal Singh and General Officer Commanding Uniform Force, who served as the chief guest. Event attended by a galaxy of military and civil dignitaries as well as the proud parents of the Agniveers. Watch this as I say goodbye on this show.
दूसरे प्लाटून की अगुवाई कर रहे हैं रिक्रूट अली रजा प्लाटून अली रजा। इसके बाद नायब सूबेदार शेरिंग हमसुख की अगुवाई में लद्दाख स्काउट रेजिमेंटल सेंटर की निशान टोली।
Powered by Century Ply Club Prime. रहो बेफिक्र।
पैसा लगाना है तो सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम पे लगाओ। डूबेगा नहीं, जलेगा भी नहीं, कोई खा नहीं जाएगा, धोखा नहीं देगा, ऊपर नीचे भी नहीं होगा, सेफ रहेगा, सिक्योर्ड में मिनिमम 30 साल का रिटर्न देगा। अब इससे बेटर इन्वेस्टमेंट है तो बताओ। सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम, रहो बेफिक्र।
MDH की देगी मिर्च,
देगी मिर्च का तड़का, अंग अंग फड़का।
MDH की देगी मिर्च।
Mahi sir, how much do you love your fans?
Honestly, I love my new fans. पुराने वाले बेकार में शोर करते।
सर फैंस हैं, शोर तो करेंगे ही ना।
नए वाले नहीं करते। And they listen to what I say.
The new generation Orient BLDC fans, super silent performance with voice control.
Silly me, I thought.
Cricket fans.
ಹಂಗಂಗಿದೆ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು ಸರ್. ಈಗ ಅವ್ರ ಮನೆಗೆ ಏನೇ ಮಾಡಿ ಮುಂಜಾಗ್ರತೆ ಕ್ರಮ ವಹಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಸರ್. ಏನ್ ಇವತ್ತೇ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಒಂದು ವಾರ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಆಗಿರೋದು ಸರ್. ಕ್ರೌಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗಿರೋದು, ಜನಸಂಖ್ಯೆನೂ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗಿರೋದು, ಅದ್ರ ಕ್ರೇಜ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗಿರೋದು ಹೋಗೋದು. ಇವಾಗ ನನ್ನ ಮಗನ ಯಾರು ತರ ತಂದು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್? ಸರ್ಕಾರ ನಿರ್ಲಕ್ಷ್ಯ ಸರ್. ಇತ್ತು ಸರ್ ಅವನು ಹೇಳ್ದ ಸರ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಸರ್. ಅವನು ಯಾರು ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಓದ್ತೀನಿ ಕಣಪ್ಪ. ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆನ್ಸಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸಾಹುಕಾರ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಓದೋದು ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಸರ್. ನನ್ನ ಮಗನ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಸಾಲ ಮಾಡಿ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಹಾಕಿದೆ ಸರ್. ಇವಾಗ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಸರ್ ಹೇಳೋದು ಸರ್? ನಾನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗೂ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ಸರ್. ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಮ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸೆಮ್ ಎರಡು ಆಗಿದೆ ಸರ್. ಈ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಯರ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಮ್ ಈಗ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಸರ್. ನ್ಯಾಯ ಏನ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್? ಮಗನೇ ಹೋದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನ್ಯಾಯ ಏನು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್? ನ್ಯಾಯದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿರೀಕ್ಷೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ. ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಬಿಟ್ಟೆ ಸರ್. ಇನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ ಸರ್? ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಕೊಟ್ರು? 50 ಲಕ್ಷ ಕೋಟಿ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಮಗ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ ಸರ್.
ಇವರು ರಾಜಕೀಯ ತೇವರಿಗೆ ಬಡವರ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಬಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಅದ್ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಆ ತರ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
ಹೆಸರು ದೇವರಾಜ್ ಅಂತ ಸರ್.
ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋದ. ಬರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಣ್ಣ, ಇನ್ನ ಮನೆ ಬರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಿಂಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಗರಡ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇನ್ ಬರ್ಲೇ ಇಲ್ವಲ್ಲ. ಯಾರಣ್ಣ ನಮಗೆ ದಿಕ್ಕು ಇರನು ಮಗ? ಯಾರನ್ ಮಗ ಅಂತ ಕರೀಲಿ ನಾವು? ಏನಪ್ಪ ಮಾಡೋಣ ನಾವು? ಮನಜ ಮಾರಪ್ಪ ಮಾರ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ನೀನಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಹೆಂಗಪ್ಪ ಬದ್ಕಣ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಓದ್ತಿದ್ದ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಹುಡುಗರು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಿರ್ಗ ವಾಪಸ್ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಣ್ಣ ಹಿಂಗಾಯ್ತು ಅವ್ರು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗ್ ಅವ್ರೆ ನನ್ ಮಗ ಓದ್ನಲ್ಲ ನನ್ ಮಗಂಗ್ ಬಂದಳಪ್ಪ ದೇವ್ರನ್ನಾದ್ರು ಕಾಪಾಡ್ಲಿಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ಅಯ್ಯ ದುಡ್ಡು ತಣ್ಣ ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ ನನ್ ಮಗನ್ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಬತ್ತಾರಣ್ಣ ನನ್ ಮಗನ್ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಬರ್ಲಣ್ಣ ನನ್ ಮಗನ್ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಬ
Powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho befikar.
Amity University has one of India's largest merit scholarship programs for brilliant students. Over 9,000 students with 90% plus in their 12th boards are currently at Amity, benefiting from the culture of academic excellence and focus on research and innovation. To be with like-minded students who want to be successful, apply at amity.edu/scholarships.
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला। सिप सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप।
Mahi sir, how much do you love your fans?
Honestly, I love my new fans. पुराने वाले बेकार में शोर करते
सर फैंस हैं शोर तो करेंगे ही ना
नए वाले नहीं करते and they listen to what I say.
The new generation Orient BLDC fans. Super silent performance with voice control.
सिली में आए तो और
Cricket fans.
Hi, this is Chef Ranveer Brar. Guarantee you brilliance on behalf of IAF.
विमल में गुलिस्तां की ये कुछ लजीज फरिश्ते जब साथ घुले तो जी ललचाए और दिल कहे कि स्वाद की इस जुबान में खुद को ऐसा डुबाऊं कि निकल ना पाऊं। विमल की जुबान कुछ है ही ऐसी, मानते हैं ना? विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी।
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल, ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े, क्या निराला MDH मसाला।
ಹಂಗಂಗಿದೆ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು ಸರ್. ಈಗ ಅವ್ರ ಮನೆಗೆ ಏನ ಮಾಡಿ ಮುಂಜಾಗ್ರತೆ ಕ್ರಮ ವಹಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಸರ್. ಏನ್ ಇವತ್ತೇ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಒಂದು ವಾರ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಆಗಿರೋದು ಸರ್. ಕ್ರೌಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗಿರೋದು, ಜನಸಂಖ್ಯೆನೂ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗಿರೋದು, ಕ್ರೇಜ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗಿರೋದು ಹೋಗೋದು. ಇವಾಗ ನನ್ನ ಮಗನ ಯಾರು ತರ ತಂದು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್? ಸರ್ಕಾರ ನಿರ್ಲಕ್ಷ್ಯ ಸರ್. ಇತ್ತು ಸರ್ ಅವನು ಅವನು ಹೇಳ್ದ ಸರ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಸರ್ ಅವ್ನು ಯಾರು ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಓದ್ತೀನಿ ಕಣಪ್ಪ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆನ್ಸಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸಾವುಕಾರ ಮಕ್ಳು ಓದೋದು ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಸರ್. ನನ್ನ ಮಗನ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಸಾಲ ಮಾಡಿ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಹಾಕಿದೆ ಸರ್. ಇವಾಗ ಯಾರು ಸರ್ ಹೇಳೋದು ಸರ್ ನಾನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗೂ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ಸರ್. ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಮ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸೆಮ್ 2 ಆಗಿದೆ ಸರ್. ಈಗ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಯರ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಮ್ ಈಗ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಸರ್. ನ್ಯಾಯ ಏನ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್? ಮಗನೇ ಹೋದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನ್ಯಾಯ ಏನು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್? ನ್ಯಾಯದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿರೀಕ್ಷೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ. ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಬಿಟ್ಟ ಸರ್. ಇನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ ಸರ್? ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಕೊಟ್ರು 50 ಲಕ್ಷ ಕೋಟಿ ಕೊಟ್ರು ನನ್ನ ಮಗ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ ಸರ್.
ಇವರ ರಾಜಕೀಯ ತೇವಲ್ಗೆ ಬಡವರ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಬಲಿ
ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದ್ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಆ ತರ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
ಹೆಸರು ದೇವರಾಜ್ ಅಂತ ಸರ್.
ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋದ. ಬರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಣ್ಣ, ಇನ್ನ ಮನೆ ಬರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಿಂಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಕಣ, ಕಳಿಸ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇನ್ನು ಬರ್ಲೇ ಇಲ್ವಲ್ಲ. ಯಾರಣ್ಣ ನಮಗೆ ದಿಕ್ಕು ಇರನ ಮಗ? ಯಾರನ್ ಮಗ ಅಂತ ಕರೀಲಿ ನಾವು? ಏನಪ್ಪ ಮಾಡೋಣ ನಾವು? ಮಾರಪ್ಪ ಮಾರ ನನ್ಗಂದ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ನಾನು. ನೀನಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಹೆಂಗಪ್ಪ ಬದ್ಗಣ? ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ. ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಹುಡುಗರು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಿರ್ಗ ವಾಪಸ್ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಣ್ಣ. ಏನಣ್ಣ ಹಿಂಗಾಯ್ತು? ಅವ್ರು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗವ್ರೆ. ನನ್ ಮಗ ಓದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ನನ್ ಮಗಂಗ್ ಬಂತಾರಪ್ಪ. ಕಾಪಾಡ್ಲಿಲ್ವಲ್ಲ. ಅಯ್ಯ ದುಡ್ಡು ತಣ್ಣ ನಾನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ? ನನ್ ಮಗನ್ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಬತ್ತಾರಣ್ಣ, ನನ್ ಮಗನ್ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಬರ್ಲಣ್ಣ, ನನ್ ಮಗನ್ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಬ.
Bangalore stampede case has been transferred to CID SIT to probe the case. Innocent lives have been lost. Funeral of stampede victims held in Karnataka.
One Minister has given permission? Home Minister has given already. I want to.
Bengaluru top cop, when confronted by Republic TV, remains completely silent.
ಆಯೋ ಘಟನೆಗೆ KSCA ನೇ ಕಾರಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಸರ್. ತಾವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ? ಮಂಜು.
Karnataka State Cricket Association Secretary, when confronted, runs away from Republic cameras, refuses to answer any question. Pictures have come to the fore which shows several Congress MLC and ministers attended the meeting with their families. Questions asked if this was a private event. Republic trashes the landing channel. Arnab Goswami once again is the super prime time king. Republic Bangla becomes number 1 in super prime time. Mayuk emerges as the leader of super prime time.
Co-powered by best internationally recognized hospitality education brand in India.
Hi, this is Chef Ranveer Brar and I'm here to tell you that also gives me the license to guarantee you brilliance on behalf of IAF.
Join International Institute of Hotel Management.
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल. ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े. क्या निराला MDH मसाला.
where the software engineer meets the cool UI UX designer, meets the gifted content writer to create the big dream. The world comes together at Sharda University. So where are you?
Mahi sir, how much do you love your fans?
Honestly, I love my new fans. पुराने वाले बेकार में शोर करते
सर फैंस हैं शोर तो करेंगे ही ना
नए वाले नहीं करते and they listen to what I say.
The new generation Orient BLDC fans. Super silent performance with voice control.
सिली में आए तो और
Cricket fans.
मेरी नई हुंडई एक्स्टर। अरे तुमने भी तो कल नई कार ली है ना? उसमें भी तो होगा ना ये वॉइस इनेबल सनरूफ।
है ना अंकल सिंगर इनेबल सन
पैडल शिफ्टर्स वो तो होंगे ही।
जस्ट पेडल्स
डील्स और बेनिफिट्स ये तो मिले होंगे ना?
ये मिला।
हाँ? इन्होंने तो लॉलीपॉप ले लिया। क्या आप भी लेना चाहोगे? बिल्कुल नहीं। तो जल्दी चले आओ हुंडई शोरूम। आपकी फेवरेट हुंडई कार्स पर मिल रही है अमेजिंग डील्स। वैसे लोगे तो आप हुंडई ही, चाहे दिल की सुनो या डील्स की।
Dead, but RCB and Congress busy in blame game. Why did RCB go ahead with the insensitive celebration? Will RCB take accountability for its role? Debating tonight at 8 p.m.
Fantastically aimed at pace.
Karnataka government turns RCB event into a family photo op. Why did Congress government go ahead without proper preps? Will Congress government arrest those responsible? Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
What it takes to report from the front lines. Accuracy, urgency, courage and responsibility. At Republic School of Journalism, you will be trained for that reality. It's not a theory, it's a live learning inside a working newsroom from day one. If you want to report the truth when it matters the most, RSJ is where you begin. Courses begin from June 30th. Apply now.
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
On the show tonight, why RCB and its eventual owners, United Spirits Limited and Diageo, have to own up. At 9 p.m. tonight, why what Virat Kohli did was absolutely shameful, and why the politicians who helped him and RCB cannot be spared either. Ladies and gentlemen, the fact is that nobody in the media has the guts to name the real culprits for what happened in Bengaluru. Nobody in the media except Republic. They are trying to fool you, ladies and gentlemen, the people in the media. None of them will name a company called United Sports Limited, a subsidiary of Diageo. I'm taking names. Diageo, a foreign company, a British company. Britain, ladies and gentlemen, which owns United Sports Limited, which in turn owns RCB. Of course, there are different corporate structures, and these corporate structures are aimed at ensuring deniability. So nobody names Diageo, nobody names United Sports Limited. Some people name RCB, and nobody names Virat Kohli. Nobody names Virat Kohli. But the fact is, Virat Kohli is an employee, effectively, of Diageo. And he can't deny that. And he was celebrating. He was celebrating inside. He was having fun, despite knowing that people had died. And then you want to put out a statement saying, I feel gutted. Well, you can throw your templated statement into the dustbin, Virat, because you knew and you celebrated. Can you deny you knew, Virat? He will not deny. He'll just put out a templated statement and then retweet or repost the statement of his employer's RCB. And he thinks we are not going to notice. These are questions that are relevant. I'm not asking whether Virat Kohli will eventually settle or plans to settle in the United Kingdom, as has been reported. That's none of my business. Maybe he does want to be in the United Kingdom. That's not of my business. But what is my business is asking him why he doesn't have the guts, why Virat Kohli does not have the guts to ask his owners, RCB, to own up. Or is that part of Virat Kohli's contract? A nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Both Virat Kohli undoubtedly knew, and his owners, RCB, knew that people had died and they continued to celebrate. But more than that, as far as RCB is concerned, ladies and gentlemen, I ask another fundamental question, the question you should ask tonight. If, imagine an Indian business house owned a football team, which having won a match or a game or a tournament, decided randomly on their own to call millions of people into a stadium, regardless of the arrangement, and suppose an Indian-owned company had been responsible for a tragedy in which 13 Englishmen and Englishwomen would have died in the United Kingdom, then my question is, what would have happened to the legal liability of that Indian company? You can only imagine. Here the problem is these Congress politicians in Karnataka don't have the guts to call out the British company, and the British company does not have the ethics to issue a statement. And the media wants to hide all of this and run templated PR replies of this RCB. That's what I've always said about the IPL. IPL is not cricket. IPL is a combination aimed at distracting you, a mix of entertainment, glamour, money, and power. And all politicians from all political parties have a finger in the pie. I had proven it. Ladies and gentlemen, you remember Kochi IPL. You may or may not remember the resignation of Shashi Tharoor. But go back and find out what the Kochi IPL scam was. Go back and see the questions we had asked Lalit Modi and all those people at that time, and ask yourself, is it true or not that everybody wants a finger in that glamour and money pie called the IPL? But nobody thinks of the fan. They want to make their money. But nobody thinks of the fan when the fan dies. Ladies and gentlemen, Virat Kohli celebrating, show his pictures, take out the graphics. Celebrating. Along with DK Shivakumar, the celebrations with Virat Kohli, DK Shivakumar go on. I'm told DK Shivakumar is pretending to cry today. What a lie, what a hypocrisy. Ladies and gentlemen, what hypocrisy is this? The father of one of the victims says, who lost his son, says, please don't cut his body into pieces. Don't do an autopsy, don't do a postmortem. Please give me his body Virat Kohli, you celebrated when that happened. You knew that people had died. You knew these were young people. Now, when people take you as their advertising icon, they say Virat Kohli and these cricketers, they target the 20 to 30 age group, which is supposed to be very important for advertisers. Well, ladies and gentlemen, most of the people who died, 14-year-old student lived with her family in Bengaluru. 19-year-old student, Virat Kohli, listen to this, while you celebrated. 26-year-old who got married last year, Virat, worked in a private firm, show him celebrating. 19-year-old engineering student from Udupi in Karnataka lived in Bengaluru. 20-year-old BBM student from Tumakuru district. The exact consumer segment that people pay Virat Kohli for is the segment that died. And still people do not understand. These celebrities, these business groups, these politicians don't care about the common people. They are expendable. Templated statement from Virat Kohli, from RCB, each tweeting and retweeting each other. And the advertisers will make tons of money. Ladies and gentlemen, the biggest hypocrisy in this case is of RCB. But the media won't tell you that. I wonder what deal they've got there. Let's debate.
These are the visuals of those families whose one evening of celebration turned into a nightmare. RCB set out to celebrate their first ever IPL victory, a celebration which cost 11 lives. The franchise made big plans but zero preparation. Announced an open bus parade but with no permission. Bengaluru Traffic Police clearly wrote on social media that there will be no victory parade due to the limited parking. Public are advised to use metro and other public transport. But this did not stop RCB. They went on with their PR stunt. A controlled and limited entry was turned into a larger crowd participation event. Just 1 hour and 15 minutes before the stampede, RCB promoted free passes for the victory parade, creating confusion and escalating the situation. At around 3:15 p.m. on June 4th, RCB's official account posted an announcement confirming a victory parade, scheduled to begin at 5 p.m. from the Vidhan Soda to the Chinnaswamy Stadium, followed by a felicitation event inside the stadium. The parade promotion went on social media despite police cancellation. At 5 p.m., crowd went out of control, gasping for breath, looking for a safe space. RCB fans were seen in despair, 11 of them losing their lives. But inside the Chinnaswamy Stadium, the victory bash did not stop. RCB stopped their live streaming but continued the celebrations. Did RCB ignore the stampede reports while carrying on the party? The Karnataka State Cricket Association, the body who was behind organizing the event, is dodging the question.
ಮೇಡಮ್ ಸರ್ ಈ ಆಗಿರೋ ಘಟನೆಗೆ KSCA ಕಾರಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಾಗ್ತೀರಿ ಸರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ತಾವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ ಮಂಜು
The guardians of law and order are dodging the questions.
Just a word from you, sir.
One
Home Minister has given permission. Home Minister has given already. I want. Come. Home Minister has already given the briefing.
They would not be able to do the event, sir. Sir, was the RCB given any permission?
Karnataka government, which participated happily, is shrugging off and blaming RCB.
ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಹಳ ಒತ್ತಡ ಇತ್ತು ಈ ಸೆಲೆಬ್ರೇಷನ್ಸ್ ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ವಿಕ್ಟರಿ ಪರೇಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಫ್ರಾಂಚೈಸಿ ಅವರು ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಕೂಡ ಅದನ್ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ವಿಕ್ಟರಿ ಪರೇಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಟ್ವೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಮೇಲೆ ಒತ್ತಡ ಇತ್ತು. ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಅದನ್ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮೊದಲು ವಿಕ್ಟರಿ ಪರೇಡ್ ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಂತರ ವಿಕ್ಟರಿ ಪರೇಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವರೇ ಒಂದು ಅಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರು. ಬಟ್ ಅವ್ರು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಜನ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು. ಚಿನ್ನಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಸ್ಟೇಡಿಯಂ 35,000 ಜನ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಇದೆ, ಬಟ್ 2-3 ಲಕ್ಷಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಜನ ಬಂದಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ಗಳಿವೆ.
If government didn't, then did RCB and Karnataka State Cricket Association solely plan this entire mismanaged program on their own? RCB and Karnataka State Cricket Association have been booked. But the franchise must take accountability for the event that they held and for the lives of loyal fans who cheered for them and came to see them.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, IPL is not cricket. It's a mix of entertainment, glamour, hype, and it's very selfish because today, after this, if you are still going to be just running behind IPL, then you realize what's going on. Your people are there to fool you. When fans have died, Virat Kohli and RCB have celebrated. Virat Kohli and RCB have celebrated knowing that outside 13 people have died, Chandrasekhar. It's a fact. Absolutely. Can they say they did not know? Can they say they did not know, Chandrasekhar? I'm asking you.
Well, the celebration went on for almost half an hour or so. And when they were told, even after that, almost 10 to 15 minutes. So this is a criminal negligence. And second, Arnav, you have to understand, who gave them this whole permission? Obviously, they were partial permissions. You know, the government warned them not to go in the open bus and not to, ask people to come to the stadiums.
Correct.
From their own handle, they invited everybody to come.
On who are they to invite?
Absolutely.
Who are they to invite? And why? What gave them the confidence to invite?
And never in the history, Arnav, that this kind of celebration happened. This was the 18th edition. And in the last
money, you see, Chandrasekhar, they want money. They're hungry for money. They want more sponsors, right? I want to get Mohandas Pai into this. Mohandas Pai, welcome. They want more sponsors. They want more money. They want more valuation. They want immediate run. They want the players to be there. They want a big PR stunt. They do not care if people die. And RCB is a foreign-owned company which does not care that Indians have died. RCB owner United Spirits Limited, United Spirits India Limited owner, subsidiary of Diageo based in the United Kingdom, where Virat Kohli reportedly wants to settle down, not confirmed yet. Right? It's a reality. It's a complete reality. Mohandas Pai, should the RCB owners, should the RCB management and the people from RCB responsible for these murders not be named, arrested or held accountable? Mohandas Pai, please.
Arnab, this is a great tragedy. We are not seeing it in Bangalore, and all of us are devastated about what happened, and it's very shocking. You know, when you have a large gathering, there must be first aid and ambulances ready to take care of people who possibly may have a medical condition. I saw, photographs of policemen carrying the victims' bodies on their shoulders, not in stretchers. And there was no ambulance in the stadium. There should be ambulances when large number of people are there. There should be safety regulations, which seem to have been ignored. Now that the tragedy has happened, the owners have to accept moral responsibility. Nobody know. I don't know who is accountable because we don't have the sequence of event. There's an inquiry, but the owners have to accept moral responsibility and pay compensation and sympathize with the victims. They have to sympathize immediately and pay a compensation, a reasonable compensation to the victims to show their support. All of them claim to be ESG companies and say we are great corporate citizens, but not paying compensation is terrible, and that shows insensitivity. And I would expect Virat Kohli and all his team members to get together, collect a fund, and give a compensation to the victim to show their remorse, to show their pain.
But that father, what compensation can be given, Mohan? Mohan, what compensation can be given to a father who says, and I really want Virat Kohli to listen to this, and the RCB management, he says, please return my son's body without an autopsy. Please, he says, please don't cut his body into pieces. Please give me his body. Don't do a postmortem. Do not cut my son's body into pieces. Please give my son's body back. And Virat Kohli and RCB should know this.
They've been very insensitive.
They don't care. You think Virat Kohli cares? You think RCB, Diageo care?
They can get away by putting a stupid tweet to say that they have remorse. They're not showing any remorse. They're not showing the pain that they should feel. These are all the fans of RCB. They're the people who create value for them. They're the people who follow them. They're the people who love them. And in response, what you get? A cold shoulder, a stupid tweet.
Because they made their money, you see. They made their money. They made their money. They made their money.
They're not showing responsibility.
No, they have made enough money. Virat Kohli, RCB have made enough money. They don't care. Atul, they don't care. These are the people who will have to be held responsible in this country. The problem is Shailendra and Atul will now be on the debate. The problem is Atul and Shailendra, first to Shailendra, that people are too much in love with IPL. You see, with stars. Can you arrest a cricketing star for insensitivity? Can you arrest a cricketing star? Can you arrest Shailendra? Can you arrest the bosses of RCB? Put them in jail and lock up? Because they killed people. They have killed people. I have now got an exclusive, Shailendra, you're going to hear. I have Smita with me, who is our news editor, and she's joining us live from our Republic Kannada newsroom. Can she be put live she's going to join us, and she has a piece of paper which shows that apparently RCB was not given any permission for the Chinnaswamy Stadium event. And without permission, these criminals organized the event. Smita, can you tell us what information you have? Smita.
Exactly, Arnab. I have accessed the FIR copy, which has been filed, the copy has also been submitted to the court, and it is very, very, very clearly, I have marked those sentences also, where it is very clearly stated that CEO from KSCA, that is Karnataka State Cricket Association, the CEO of KSCA, Subhendra Ghosh, he actually requested the police commissioner to provide the security and also the police personals for the parade of the RCB, but the police of Karnataka clearly rejected, saying the police personals were on duty throughout the night on the day when the RCB won the trophy. Police were not prepared. The Karnataka State Police were not prepared enough to provide the security, for the huge, massive crowd which will obviously gather when these parade or the celebrations, if it is held in Bangalore. It is very clearly stated that the permission was not given. Even after the police denied giving permission for such any events or the parade, RCB and KCA straightforwardly posted that there will be an event in
Also, please mention, Smita, that in that FIR, and listen carefully, you are going to be shocked, viewers, that apparently this was organized very quickly, because the FIR says that 6 players wanted to fly out of India before Thursday. So 6 players, I don't know if Virat Kohli is one of them. They wanted to go. So they said, give a damn for the rules, man. Our stars have to fly out abroad, first class. So let's organize it jaldi. Who the hell cares if people die? Who the hell cares if arrangements are not made? What happens if 13, 14 people die? Nothing happens. We've got a big fan base. We've got a lot of money to make. Our flyers have to fly out. And then we'll just put out a templated, oh, we're so gutted kind of statement. I want Atul to come in right now. First Atul and then Shailendra. Atul. Atul.
I think, because, I've made my point yesterday also, but I think you are using the lowest of denominators by bringing the players and then autopsy reports and all.
Did the players not know?
From Virat Kohli.
Did the players not know?
And you should know.
Did the players not know?
The permission, they actually did expect so many people to turn up. I know it
One
is
minute. Did the players not know? Atul, listen. Atul, yesterday also you didn't answer that. Did the players know or not know that people had died?
So permission was to be given by the state government.
Did the players know people had died?
So once the security was allocated, 5,000 policemen were given. So they must be under some kind of...
Did the players know people had died, Atul?
Since the government was involved.
Did the players know that people had died, Atul?
To get the
13 people die, Atul. 50 people are injured. They're all young people. 23-year-old dead, 26-year-old dead, 19-year-old dead, 17-year-old boy in college dead. 29-year-old from Coimbatore dead. Did the players know that people had died?
All the names were dead now.
Did the people know that people had died? Did the players know people had died? Did RCB know that people had died? That people were crushed? Did the players know or not know?
Why just cherry picking somebody?
Why? Who's cherry picking? You make the money. Did the players know that people had died? Did RCB know people had died?
I got you last week about this. You said this 23 times
Forget
already.
what you told me last week. Yesterday 13 people have died. Did the players know that people had died? Did RCB know people had died?
No, the players, I cannot believe that Virat knew and this carried on. Because you said the players.
Come on now, don't be in this world of social media, you don't know. Outside the stadium, people have died. It's all over the media. It's all over. You're saying the players didn't know, RCB didn't know. Shailendra, how is this possible? They knew. They knew. And they conveniently went with the decision of their bosses, the RCB owners.
Arnab, can I get in a word? So RCB owners, maybe the communication would have gone, the government was there. So I think the blame should lie on the RCB franchise owners and the government. The players should not be dragged into this.
Can I just say something, Arnab?
Yes, Shailendra.
Yeah, first of all, I want to apologize to the parents of the children who have lost their lives. I just want to say one thing to them through Republic and your channel, that Indian lives matter. To lose a child in a stampede, in an event like this, is just not done. One second, it's just not. Arthur, 1 second, just 1 point. So first of all, I want to apologize as a citizen of this country. Secondly, to conduct an event of this size, whether 100,000 people, 200,000 people, it needs proper prep. Okay. Now, you made an important point, Arnab. Top down, IPL is all about money. From day one, we have debated it over years and years. So the energy of the tournament is about commerce. And therefore, the players don't care. And they therefore, now I'll tell you one thing, Virat Kohli or any other cricketer in the team has personal security. When he lands at the airport, he goes to a party, he goes to a social function. He takes care of his wife, his children, and he travels in a convoy with security. But when he attends an event, he doesn't think about his fans. He doesn't think about the citizens. He didn't even think for a minute that how many people will come to the stadium, how will that event be conducted. He didn't question RCB or whether it's the board or whoever conducted the event, whoever gave the permission. He should. He's a responsible citizen of India. He should know that you're doing an event of this size and magnitude, which could result in deaths. And hang on, just like Bhopal gas tragedy, what a bridge collapse. This time, hold people accountable. And what is this 11 lakh bullshit going on? A person's life, a 20-year-old child, a 16-year-old, deserves honor and deserves a lot more compensation. And this should not be repeated. People need to learn from this example. Never again do this. And please understand, IPL is a sport. It's not a business. Get your act together. This is not a joke anymore. And can you imagine the grief in the homes of those families? Yeah. Are you mad? I have one son. And he's a fan. If he was part of this, are you crazy or what? I mean, what is this debate? Hold them accountable, strip them of their power and money.
I say I change the hashtag right now, Madan Lal, and I go back to Madan Lal and to Mohandas Bhai. Make it arrest the RCB owners, not punish. Arrest the RCB owners. Arrest them now, because otherwise all other IPL teams will do similar tamashas. Imagine this can happen in Mumbai. It can happen in Kolkata. It can imagine. Just imagine, Madan Lal, that in Kolkata, KKR decides no permission, nothing, not required. Within 24 hours, if they had won, players have to be organized. Commerce is important. This can happen anywhere. And you would suppose this happened in Eden Gardens? Suppose this happened in Wankhede?
Last time
if free for all है पैसा है तो कुछ भी करो.
No, when the
ये पैसा, this is the arrogance of money.
In Kolkata, it happened 3 days after.
It's all become about money in IPL. What is IPL? It's all money. It's all display of money. And Madan Lal, the fact is, Atul Vasan says, don't talk about bad things like, he says, don't talk about autopsies being carried out on a young boy. Don't talk about these things. So why should I not talk? Because that father, did the RCB owners go and say sorry to him? Do they have the guts? Does Virat Kohli have the guts to face the father? And you don't want me to mention Virat Kohli? You don't want me to mention your Diageo, right? You don't want me to mention United Spirits Limited? Because Atul Vasan, the rest of the media doesn't have the damn guts to take their name. But this is Republic. I'm Arnab. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Arrest these owners, make them feel answerable. Otherwise, this absolutely cruel party will carry on like this. Today, Madan Lal, Divyanshi, 14-year-old girl, lived with her family in Bengaluru. Bhumik, 19-year-old boy, only son of the family. I am not saying, what I am saying is RCB knew, the players knew. And they said, doesn't matter, thoda kam kar do. Celebration karenge, thoda time kam kar denge. That is the respect they showed. Madan Lal, the sham has to stop at some point. Which side are you on?
Well, the visual which you have shown just now in the beginning of this debate is very, very sad. You can't see these sort of visual. It's really touch my heart. दूसरी बात यह है कि यहाँ पे बड़ी इजीली जो है ये दुर्घटना अवॉइड की जा सकती थी. इतनी जल्दी क्या थी आपको सेलिब्रेशन करने की? आपने 12 बजे तो मैच खत्म किया है, आरसीबी का जो मैच खत्म हुआ, उसके बाद आपने इमीडिएटली you flew back to Bangalore and started the celebration. All the blame goes to RCB and the government who has given them the permission to do it. But जो बात आपने कही है कि देखिए ये सबको मालूम था कि बाहर कितने जो स्टैम्पेड हुए हैं, जितने भी अंदर का जो कर रहे थे, दे ऑल न्यू अबाउट इट कि इतने लोग वहां मर चुके हैं. और दे आफ्टर सम टाइम, आफ्टर हाफ एन आवर दे स्टॉप्ड द सेलिब्रेशन. बट एवरीबडी न्यूज कि बाहर जो है स्टैम्पेड हो चुका है. बट यहाँ कौन केयर करता है? दैट्स द प्रॉब्लम इन दिस कंट्री. आवर एटीट्यूड इज सो बैड, कैजुअल एटीट्यूड. देखा जाएगा जो होगा. और जब भी कभी ऐसी दुर्घटना होती है या कुछ ऐसा होता है, कंपनसेशन कर दो. ये कोई 10 लाख या 15 लाख दे. आरसीबी शुड बी sued about 100 crore, more than 100 crore. These are the things which matter. यहाँ कोई होता ही नहीं कुछ. इतनी ट्रेजेडी होती है. जो भी कुछ होता है 5 लाख 2 लाख, जो इंजर्ड है उनको 10 लाख, ये देकर अपना कहते हैं ना कि they finish everything. But it's very, very sad. But it's all the blame goes to the RCB and the government. Those are given the permission to celebrate. And you can't. And another thing which you just now said, 6 or 7 players were going to out of the country. हो सकता है. I can agree with you. That's why they might be in a hurry to for this celebration. So I don't know who these players were. But definitely, I think it's a very, very sad, when you're RCB fan, get, stamped.
Madan Lalji,
it's very, very sad day for
cricket when you are one of the greatest cricket stars of the country. We all know that, don't we, Shailendra? Madan Lalji is a gentleman, one of the greatest legendary stars of the country. He's been a coach. We respect him. In your time, it was about cricket. Today, it is only about money. IPL is only about money, 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 money. It's a marketplace for money. It's a show-off place for money. It's a place where all the owners show how much money they have. They've reduced this to a gladiatorial punch-up. They've denigrated the game. They have made it about money, and it is the arrogance of money. See, Mohandas Pai, the RCB was promoting the parade even after it was cancelled. One, They put out a tweet inviting the fans for a victory parade without permission. They were giving free passes. There were millions of people in the metro. Imagine there could have been a stampede inside the metro also.
Metro, yes.
Also,
yes.
That's the point. Yeah.
Yes.
And government is saying, Priyank Kharge is saying, pressure was being put to do this event from the franchise, which means Karnataka government is saying we are very weak. These big money people are too strong. That's the reading. Mohandas Bhai?
Yes. Yes, I totally agree with you. There's been a failure from the government side, failure from the RCB, failure from the players' side. From the government side, the arrangements are not made because security has to be done. The inquiry will find out whether these people went ahead ignoring the police, ignoring everything else, and they had no permission. I think we have to wait for the inquiry because I think we have to be reasonable. But I think the insensitivity of RCB's owners and insensitive players to their own fans getting killed like this, continuing celebration after this death happened, is something that you cannot fathom. How can you celebrate if you know that the death has happened of your own fans? You don't celebrate. You have to stop it, and you have to pay your respect to them, and you have to express remorse, and you have to make sure that you do something to reach out to them and help those families to recover. Send your people there to sympathize, help your families to recover, and make sure that they're taken care of. Nothing like that happened. They just put a stupid tweet, and Virat retweeted it and disappeared immediately. And he is the senior person. He was the captain of the team for many years. He has a special responsibility towards the team. He is not a mercenary or a property that can be bought and purchased. He's a national captain for India. He must take responsibility for his fans and behave in a manner justifying the trust and love and affection RCB fans have for him.
What love and affection? What love and affection? Who will show love and affection for Virat Kohli? Is he in Bengaluru? Did he meet a family member? Did he go to the hospital?
No.
Did he go to the hospital? He celebrated after the event, after the stampede, put out a tweet and flew out.
That's the biggest insensitivity to people's death, insensitivity to your fans. That is something that's this kind of insensitivity to teach people like chattel, people like some property to be finished and thrown is unacceptable. You have to be sensitive to your fellow human beings, to your fans. You have to respect them. You have to show remorse. Now that is what is the big thing.
Remorse, I mean, this is the worst form of commercialization, and Virat Kohli is a living example of the dirty commercialization of this game at this point of time. Why was he not in hospital? Why was he not with the people? Why is it only about pleasing politicians and people with big money? Do these cricketers have a spine? Are they only there to be bought and sold? I'm sorry today. You know, Shailendra, this is just too much. Shivu, 17-year-old college student, was living in Yelahanka in Bengaluru, is a native of the Onagera village of the Yadagiri district. This 17-year-old has died. And Virat Kohli has flown off. RCB owners are having a good time. There is no ownership. Politicians blame money. Money blames politicians. And people get
I just want to say something that I completely
people will continue to be crushed in this country by this.
But on a very important
this IPL started as a scam. No, 1 minute. I'll say this IPL started as a financial scam and is continuing today as an ethical scam.
Correct. Arnab, I just want to take on from Madhipaji's point. 100 crores is too little for those lives, and for a lesson to be taught to people, it should be $100 million. Point number one. Point number two, I feel the entire RCB management team and owners should come and pay condolences and pay their respects to the people and the family that lost their lives. Lastly, Arnab, please understand, I've done about 5,000 events in this country over the last 2.5 decades. We have a 9:59 curfew. Okay, 100,000, 80,000 people in stadiums are packed till 12:30 in the night, 1 o'clock. This was waiting to happen. You must understand, how were they getting permission to run a large event till 12:30 in the night in all the cities of the country? But they manage it because it's all about money. It's all about power. How are you running? Which events run in this country beyond 10 o'clock? It's not allowed by the government. But they were running, and 80,000 people were using public transport, girls and young children going home alone at 12:30, 1:30 in the night. So I feel this is, look, Arnab, we have to learn a lesson at some point. And I'm so glad you picked this up. Once again, my apologies to the families who lost their children. Okay, my condolences.
We got Jay. He defends the RCB side, their point of view, I'm told. Jay Anand Dehatra is a Supreme Court advocate. Jay.
It's got to be a historic...
Good evening, and thank you for taking up this issue, and thank you for inviting me again on the show. I just want to make a few points very quickly. One, I do not disagree even for a moment that this is entirely the responsibility of the state government of Karnataka. They are criminally complicit in not organizing this properly and in fact not creating arrangements, or even for that matter not being able to predict that this would be the sort of turnout that there would be, that would come out for a celebration like this. We are after all a cricket crazy country. But having said that, Arnav, with great respect, I don't think RCB, or the cricketers, the IPL management perhaps, but the cricketers themselves, in my personal opinion, they don't have the administrative wherewithal to...
What are you saying?
Jay, that's Jay. Go on, respond to him. Yeah, 1 minute. Shailendra is responding. Shailendra is responding to you. Sure. He is the founder of Percept. He is the founder of one of the biggest sports management companies. Yeah. And he wants to say something. Shailendra, go ahead. That's Jay Dehad Rai.
Hang on. You know something? The RCB players and the owners are accountable because they are shareholders in this initiative. They benefit by being there. They benefit by being at that event.
No, sir,
they benefit by taking their franchise to global visibility, viewership. They wanted viewership for the success. Hang on, there are commercial interests at stake. 1 minute. If I'm doing a Sunburn event or I'm doing a large event and something happens, I go behind bars. Within 10 minutes.
No, 1 minute.
What are you talking? And hang on. A responsible person like Virat Kohli and other team members are standing in the stadium. Are you saying that he has not done the standard SOP checks to know whether the event that he's at is successful? What if the stampede resulted in Virat Kohli's death? What will you talk then? No, what conversation we have today?
Let Jay come in and then you do. Jay.
Stadium. Virat Kohli is in the stadium. What are you doing?
Jay, just wait a minute. Yeah.
This is the 5 trillion economy. This is the future. We want to be a world power like this.
Where is the IPL? Where are the other IPL owners? Where is their commitment? Where are their statements? Where are the other IPL owners? Conspiracy of silence. Conspiracy of silence, convenience of money, arrogance of power, combination. Fans be given a damn. Nobody cares about the fans. I'm saying it again. You are being used, fans, by this kind of spectacles. You spectators.
Virat just can't be a leader on the field. He's got to be a leader off the field too.
Which is not quite clearly.
Undeniably, nobody is denying that. I'm only saying that the ability to control law and order, to run a large event like this, sir, that necessarily, that responsibility...
1 minute.
The permission wasn't granted, brother. With all due respect, please have some sentiments for the people who lost their children. There was no permission granted.
Hear me out.
You can't explain the
No, I don't believe it. No, 1 minute. I find it, Mohan, impossible. How is this going on? What's happening in this country, Mohan? Without the permission, you call millions of people into a stadium. You do what you want. The problem in this country is all these people in their shiny cars and lots of money have become so arrogant. This whole IPL crowd has become so arrogant. They don't give a damn for the people. They don't give a damn. They just want to run over everything. They are in league with state governments, central governments, everything. This has to stop. This system of convenience has to stop in this country.
Arnav, you have to understand this is one of the worst stadiums in India. This is not Mumbai or Nagpur.
After Mohan.
Arnav, more than a legal issue where you can get the most highly prized lawyers to fight in the courts for you and try to defend you, is a moral issue. RCB, they should accept moral responsibility. They are their fans and they have not shown remorse apart from the stupid tweet made by the company and
I have with me
enough reports. They're not sympathized with their own fans. They're not offered to compensate them and to make amends for them to the best manner. They've been so insensitive. To me, that is a big issue. That's the big insensitivity, this arrogance, this no regard for human life.
You can make a better window than that.
That to me is the big issue. The legal matter will be settled in court. I mean, there's a inquiry that will be settled in court. But this insensitivity by this company and the owners and Virat Kohli and his team members, when their own fans have died near them, in front of them, is something that's unbelievable. You can't expect, you can't accept that.
Yes,
so insensitive.
I have with me the member of parliament from Bengaluru, Tejasvi Surya, also joining us. I think he's traveling as part of that MP's delegation. Now, Tejasvi, nobody's taking responsibility. RCB is not being questioned. It's a British company, Diageo, owning United Spirits, which owns RCB. They are not held responsible. Nobody from RCB has been arrested. State government says, we don't know. We don't know. We're sorry. There were too many people. Now, your thoughts on this, Tejasvi? We need to do something fast. If there is no ownership for this, if there's no punishment, then what are their lives being lost for? Where is the accountability? Tejasvi?
Arnab, thank you for having me here. Before I comment on the RCB issue, I just want to bring to your notice and through you to the country's notice that our delegation just met with Vice President Vance. We had a very productive, very fruitful meeting with him. He has shown absolute understanding of India's position on terror and most importantly has been unequivocal in our support for Operation
So Tejasvi,
Sindoor.
I will pick up on that issue with you again another time. I 100% will.
I just wanted to bring this to your...
I'm with you on that. I'm with you. We talked to you. You're doing a great job. We're proud of that. But now I want to bring you're the member of parliament. You're the young leader from Bengaluru. You need to take a position on this, Tejasvi. You need to take a position on what's going on.
Yes, of course. I just wanted to use this opportunity to highlight the importance of the mission that we are here in. Now, coming back to the question that you have posed, Arnab, I have already spoken to the media here yesterday and put a tweet out on this detailing three things. First, the state government and the chief minister and the deputy chief minister, both of them specifically invited people to come and participate in what they called the grand felicitation for the RCB players. Once they made this invitation, knowing fully well the emotions, the frenzy of the crowd, it was their responsibility to have put in place measures, to manage the crowd, take care of the safety protocols for the large number of people that were expected, which they clearly did not do. Second, this is not the first time that such large number of people are participating, fans are participating in an event of this kind. When India won the World Cup and a roadshow was conducted in Mumbai, close to 15 lakh people participated. Why did not things go wrong then? How did the Mumbai police and systems, how did they manage it properly? This was also spoken to and managed effectively. Third, what is the accountability mechanism? The state government has now told some, DC to do a magisterial inquiry.
Waste of time. What? Complete waste of time, Tejasvi. Complete buying time approach.
No, 15-page, 20-page report absolving everybody involved of all the responsibility and creating no accountability. There should be nothing less than a judicial inquiry into who created this, who triggered this. First, there was when you look at the series of tweets that is available on public domain, first there was an announcement that there will not be a victory parade. And then that was deleted. Then the police said, then RCB tweeted that there will be a victory parade. Then the police followed.
But Tejasvi, there's a government, there's an elected government. How can RCB decide for itself? I mean, I don't know does RCB run the state?
No, which is why I'm telling you that there should be nothing less than a judicial inquiry here. And it cannot be done at the level of a DC. And I also, using this platform, I also want to ask you, Arnab, I have known the kind of frenzy, the love and loyalty people have shown to RCB. And today, when the fans are in distress, their lives are lost, I'm appalled that these very cricketers, these very, owners of these clubs who have literally made thousands of crores from the love and loyalty of these fans have not come forward to support them. A paltry 10 lakh rupees is
nobody, not one of the stars, you're right, Tejasvi, not one star, no Virat Kohli, nobody went to hospital. Nobody went to find out. Nobody gave their condolences beyond a templated tweet, which means the people of Bengaluru were used.
This is a lesson to the fans also, Arnab, that nobody cares. You are products through which they just make money.
Precisely.
Nobody cares for your lives. This is a message that the fans should also understand. Yes. And most importantly, there needs to be political accountability for what has happened. The chief minister tweeted and invited the deputy chief minister, his entire family, son-in-laws, daughter-in-laws, everybody was on stage to get hog the undeserving limelight. They behaved holding the trophy as though they themselves had won the trophy.
Yeah. I mean, Mohan, you agree with what Tejasvi is saying? Mohan, your thoughts on Tejas? Mohan Spy is there. He wants to comment on what you said.
I agree with him that they made it a family affair, had their family, and family had no reason to be there, and they were taking it as a personal triumph. But you see, to me, the instance, see, accidents happen, Arnab, they happen for various reasons. There'll be an inquiry, they'll find out the reason. But to me, the insensitivity, the human factor, the don't care factor, using people like Tejasvi said, that we don't care a shit for you, man. Who are you? We are just here cannon fodder.
Yeah,
we use you, we throw you up, we make a tweet and get rid of you. This is unacceptable. Where is the human factor? Where is the moral fiber? Where is moral responsibility
That's so
for the
true,
company
man.
and the cricketers?
There's none.
Where is
I'm
this?
telling you, Mohan, I am today, 1 minute. I compliment Tejasvi because the problem is politicians don't take stand. But today, Tejasvi, what he has said will resonate with everyone. He said it's a lesson for the fans, Shailendra. That's what Tejasvi says. It's a lesson for the fans. Shailendra wants to say something to you, Tejasvi. 1 minute. Shailendra saying
to attend the
no. Listen to 1-2 minutes
I
only.
just want to address.
Shailendra saying something to you. Just stay 2 minutes.
Congratulations on your achievements in America, but I personally feel that we started this debate about humans and humanity, and we landed up with politics.
Yes.
Having said that, this country belongs. This is a national tragedy.
Yes.
It's not a
It
state
is a
tragedy,
national
Surya.
tragedy.
Please treat it as a national tragedy. Our Prime Minister is talking about concert economics. He's been giving press conferences about that India is the country to hold concerts. Therefore, this country is united. Karnataka is a part of the country. We have a Prime Minister.
We'll have Tejasvi say something and then we close it. Tejasvi, over to you. Tejasvi, over to you. Quickly.
State.
You were saying something, Tejasvi.
Arnab, I'll just take 30 seconds. I need to leave. One, there needs to be accountability fixed because this was not a natural disaster. This was a state orchestrated, completely avoidable disaster. Therefore, those who created this, those who were supposed to handle this, they need to be held accountable.
1000%.
Second, lives that are lost cannot be brought back, but monetary compensation must be provided to the survivors of the family, not just by the state government, but by also the RCB and
First,
the cricketing
arrest the
stars
RCB
who have
owners.
made thousands of crores because of the loyalty and support of the fans.
I would say in closure,
lesson. This is Arnab, sorry. This is a very important lesson also to the fans who place the loyalty of a club over their own lives, who are so passionate that it blinds their emotion. That guys, listen, you guys are just cannon fodder for these stars and these club owners. They make money off you. They will be in terms of celebration, but they will not be with you.
Okay, I have to wrap. I have to wrap. For all the callers I've not been able to take, I'm going to take at least 20 calls when I'm back. Tejasvi, thanks to everyone. Thank you very much, Mohan, Shailendra, and everyone else, including Chandrasekhar ji. Now, for all those calls I couldn't take, I promise you 20 calls will go live after 9. I'll be back on the other side why I also believe the politicians need to be arrested in this case. And I'm back.
For a quick breather, Arnab will be right back with the debate.
ಹಂಗಂಗಿದೆ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು ಸರ್. ಈಗ ಅವರ ಮನೆಗೆ ಏನೇ ಮಾಡಿ ಮುಂಜಾಗ್ರತೆ ಕ್ರಮ ವಹಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಸರ್. ಏನ್ ಇವತ್ತೇ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಒಂದು ವಾರ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಆಗಿರೋದು ಸರ್. ಕ್ರೌಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗಿರೋದು, ಜನಸಂಖ್ಯೆನೂ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗಿರೋದು, ಕ್ರೇಜ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗಿರೋದು ಹೋಗೋದು. ಇವಾಗ ನನ್ನ ಮಗನ ಯಾರು ತರ ತಂದು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್? ಸರ್ಕಾರ ನಿರ್ಲಕ್ಷ್ಯ ಸರ್. ಇತ್ತು ಸರ್ ಅವನು ಹೇಳ್ದ ಸರ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಸರ್. ಅವನು ಯಾರು ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಓದ್ತೀನಿ ಕಣಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ. ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆನ್ಸಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸಾಹುಕಾರ ಮಕ್ಳು ಓದೋದು ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಸರ್. ನನ್ನ ಮಗನ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಸಾಲ ಮಾಡಿ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಹಾಕಿದೆ ಸರ್. ಇವಾಗ ಯಾರು ಸರ್ ಹೇಳೋದು ಸರ್? ನಾನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ಸರ್. ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಮ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸೆಮ್ 2 ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಸರ್. ಈಗ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಯರ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಮ್ ಈಗ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಸರ್. ನ್ಯಾಯ ಇನ್ನೆಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್? ಮಗನೇ ಹೋದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನ್ಯಾಯ ಏನು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್? ನ್ಯಾಯದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿರೀಕ್ಷೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ. ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಬಿಟ್ಟ ಸರ್. ಇನ್ನೆಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ ಸರ್? ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಕೊಟ್ರು? 50 ಲಕ್ಷ ಕೋಟಿ ಕೊಟ್ರು ನನ್ನ ಮಗ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ ಸರ್.
ಇವರು ರಾಜಕೀಯ ತೇವಲ್ಗೆ ಬಡವರ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಬಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಅದ್ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಆ ತರ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್
ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ದೇವರಾಜ್ ಅಂತ ಸರ್.
ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಸರ್. ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋದ. ಬರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಣ್ಣ, ಇನ್ನ ಮನೆ ಬರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಿಂಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಕನ್ನಡ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿಂದ ಬರ್ಲೇ ಇಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ಯಾರಣ್ಣ ನಮಗೆ ದಿಕ್ಕೋ ಇರನ ಮಗ ಯಾರನ್ ಮಗ ಅಂತ ಕರೀಲಿ ನಾವು ಏನಪ್ಪ ಮಾಡೋಣ ನಾವು ಮನಜ ಮಾರಪ್ಪ ಮಾರ ನನ್ ಗಂಡ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಮಾಡೋಣ ನಾನು ನೀನಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಹೆಂಗಪ್ಪ ಬದ್ಗಣ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಹುಡುಗರು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಿರ್ಗ ವಾಪಸ್ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಣ್ಣ ಹಿಂಗಾಯ್ತು ಅವ್ರು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗವ್ರೆ ನನ್ ಮಗ ಓದ್ನಲ್ಲ ನನ್ ಮಗಂಗ್ ಬಂತಾರಪ್ಪ ಕಾಪಾಡ್ಲಿಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ಅಯ್ಯ ದುಡ್ಡು ತಣ್ಣ ನಾನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ ನನ್ ಮಗನ್ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಬತ್ತಾರಣ್ಣ ನನ್ ಮಗನ್ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಬರ್ಲಣ್ಣ ನನ್ ಮಗನ್ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಬ
Co-powered by Best Internationally Recognized Hospitality Education Brand in India.
Hi, this is Chef Ranveer Brar and I'm here to tell you that also gives me the license to guarantee you brilliance on behalf of IAHM.
Join International Institute of Hotel Management,
where the software engineer meets the gifted content writer, meets the cool UI UX designer, meets the talented photographer to create the big dream. The world comes together at Sharda University. So where are you?
मेरी नई हुंडई एक्स्टर। अरे तुमने भी तो कल नई कार ली है ना? उसमें भी तो होगा ना ये वॉइस इनेबल सनरूफ?
है अंकल टिम्बर इनेबल सनरूफ।
पैडल शिफ्टर्स वो तो होंगे ही।
जस्ट पैडल्स।
डील्स और बेनिफिट्स ये तो मिले होंगे ना?
ये मिला।
हाँ? इन्होंने तो लॉलीपॉप ले लिया। क्या आप भी लेना चाहोगे? बिल्कुल नहीं। तो जल्दी चले आओ हुंडई शोरूम। आपकी फेवरेट हुंडई कार्स पर मिल रही है अमेजिंग डील्स। वैसे लोगे तो आप हुंडई ही, चाहे दिल की सुनो या डील्स की।
अब छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने।
पैसा लगाना है तो सेंचुरी क्लब प्राइम पे लगाओ। डूबेगा नहीं, जलेगा भी नहीं, कोई खा नहीं जाएगा, धोखा नहीं देगा, ऊपर नीचे भी नहीं होगा, सेफ रहेगा, सिक्योर्ड भी, मिनिमम 30 साल का रिटर्न देगा। अब इससे बेटर इन्वेस्टमेंट है तो बताओ। सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम, रहो बेफिक्र।
Where the software engineer meets the gifted content writer, meets the cool UI UX designer, meets the talented photographer to create the big dream. The world comes together at Sharda University. So where are you?
इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, पर घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
पहाड़ों में एक हाइकिंग शिप भी बन सकती है।
दादी के हाथों का जादू और खुशबू से महकता घर, माँ की मुस्कुराहट और खाने की सुगंध। MDH गरम मसाला,
क्योंकि हर रिश्ता है स्वाद से जुड़ा।
Amity University has one of India's largest merit scholarship programs for brilliant students. Over 9,000 students with 90% plus in their 12th boards are currently at Amity, benefiting from the culture of academic excellence and focus on research and innovation. To be with like-minded students who want to be successful, apply at amity.edu/scholarships.
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Ladies and gentlemen, time now for the nation's sharpest opinion. The IPL is nothing but a money sham. I know it, and nobody knows that better than me, because we had exposed many years back the IPL scam 1, IPL scam 2. Ministers lost their jobs, and then Lalit Modi ran away. And while people die today after the RCB organizes a tragedy and is responsible for the mass murder of young students all over Karnataka, IPL doesn't care, the chairman doesn't say a word, the boss wants to be the BCCI chief, RCB is absolutely quiet, the courts are pushing the dates. The Chief Minister of Karnataka is busy announcing a judicial inquiry to buy time. RCB is busy collecting more money. Virat Kohli doesn't give a damn, evidently. He flies off to Mumbai. The rest of them fly over all over the world. The money has been made. The sponsorships are going to be got. And this sham will go on. Ladies and gentlemen, the fact of the matter is that IPL is a combination of money, entertainment, and power, in which everybody's got their finger in, and that's what it's all about. Nothing more and nothing less. And that is my clear opinion. Now, having said that, does anybody from that IPL world care about what the father of this young boy said some time back? And let me read out to you what the father of a young boy, I think I have the visuals of him, as he cries over the tragic death of his child. The father says, at least give me his body. Don't do a post-mortem on him. I have the pictures of the father saying that. Can we play that? Don't cut his body into pieces, please, I beg you. Just return his body to me. I can't bear this. Why did this happen? Who will answer for this? My son is gone. You can play a little bit of that. I think it's in Kannada, then I'll... And he says there, I'm just translating, he says, don't cut his body, that's all I ask. Please don't do anything more to him. This is too much. How can I face this? My son, I trusted them. I thought it would be safe. Look what happened. Who will pay for this? Who will take responsibility? I just want my son back. Please, I'm begging you, don't cut him. Don't do an autopsy. Give him back to me. I can't believe this is happening. My son, please, I'm begging you, just return his body. Virat Kohli and the RCB management just say, oh, we are feeling very bad. We are feeling gutted. But Virat Kohli did not meet a single family who had lost their children. And Virat Kohli, nobody will ever forgive you for that. You should not forgive yourself. RCB, you will all make a lot of money out of this. But the fans of IPL should remember forever in this country that they are here to be used and thrown. That when it comes to them, nobody cares. The owners don't care. IPL does not care. The players don't give a damn. Just this terrible sight of parents and family members grieving, realizing that nobody is with them when it matters. The big money bags and the politicians are conveniently just blaming each other. They are buying time because they know that nothing will change in this country. And they know, you know why, viewers? Because they take you for granted. You are expendable, you are cannon fodder, you are there to be used, you are a statistic to be shown in terms of viewership, to get sponsorship on, and that is what IPL and all these tamashas are all about. They are just tamashas. Pay big money, get stars from all over the world, put them in, give it a local flavor, call one team Bangalore, one team Jaipur, one team God knows where, Lucknow, call them anything, let the big money bags come in, put in the money, buy, sell, entertainment, and then when you win, create a bigger spectacle so that there's bigger sponsorship, bigger undertakings of money for next year's season. Be so arrogant about money. Be so arrogant about the money you have and the money you're going to make, that you just announced that you'll get lots of people into a stadium. We'll just have fun because people are expendable. This tragedy could have happened inside the metro. This tragedy could have happened on the street. It just happened at Chinnaswamy Stadium. And despite the strategy, their party, this RCB party, went on. And when people died, they just got into their business class flights or their chartered planes and they flew away. What would you call these people? Worse than vultures. Those who don't care. Not even a carcass of a conscience is there among these people. Not even the carcass of a conscience. They just care about sponsorship, they care about their audiences, and today if I tell them that exactly that age group that they target for their sponsorship are the names of the people who have died. Because you see, this 19-year-old engineering student Chinmaya Shetty from Udupi, whose uncle will be joining me on the program, had a life ahead of her. They lost their lives. For RCB, life will go on. IPL will have another season. And the headline, the sold-out sports journalist will put next time is, even more money for this cricket star. Somebody bought at more money. And this crazy, mad, hyper-consumerist culture that they want to spread, lives don't matter. And the politicians should be ashamed of themselves. Ashamed like hell. Siddaramaiah should have quit. They cannot deny responsibility. They allowed it. And the fact is, inside the Vidhan Sauda, they organized a private tournament. And because for the cricketers only money matters, they will do whatever RCB says. RCB will do whatever Karnataka government says. They are all in it together. The people are kept out. You should see the visuals of the people stopped at the gate while the party of the rich and famous and powerful inside goes on. That is what IPL is all about. That is what the IPL culture is all about. Rich and powerful people inside a closed echo chamber of money and power. That's all. Outside the people. But when it matters, the people are at the periphery. The gates are closed. Never forget that before the stampede, the people were lathi charged. Which world are we living in? What kind of supra-elitism is this? Film stars? Businessmen? and a few of their chosen political chamchas in an echo chamber of their own. And then these celeb cricketers. They stay in their echo chamber. All the people are ringside viewers to what's going on, to be kept at a distance, to be used as statistics when it matters. And then to be told, oh, we'll give you 11 lakh rupees of compensation, go away. That's the attitude they have. Who's misleading the public? The Deputy Chief Minister, the Chief Minister, RCB, Virat Kohli, who? And the more I say this, these people, if they had a conscience, they would have cared. But I'm clear about it. They don't have a conscience. RCB does not care, and the netas don't care. I have a whole list of reasons why the politicians should also be arrested, but they won't, because they've all got their finger in this. They'll criticize each other for 2 days and they'll move on. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not about maintaining a sea of humanity. This is about the fear I have of the direction that this money power culture is taking this country. Unless you destroy this money power culture, the people will never have real power in this country. Break this supra-elitism. Break this arrogance of money and power. Challenge these people. If you're a nationalist, you will do it. Teach RCB a lesson that everyone else remembers. Bring back the power to the people. The same people who died yesterday, worshipping the stars who don't give a damn about them. That's what our awakening should be about. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll run a small news report and then we'll debate.
11 lives lost. A celebration after 18 years turned into an unforgettable tragedy. The question that everyone is asking, who is responsible? Today, the Karnataka High Court took sumo to cognizance of the case. However, in the court, the government gave up all its responsibility when asked on who organized the event. The AG said it was the event managers on behalf of the RCB, while RCB contended that the government is responsible for security. When probed about the permissions, the government gave an excuse of huge crowd. However, questions are now mounting on the direct role of the Congress government in organizing the event.
If Mr. Rahul Gandhi even has an iota of conscience left, he will immediately ensure and secure the resignations of the Congress government in Karnataka, the Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister.
After blaming the RCB in court, the Karnataka government ordered a magisterial probe into the matter.
Chief Minister has already made a statement and he has ordered a magisterial inquiry till a report comes from the inquiry. We will not be able to say anything. Let the inquiry report come to government, and if there are any lapses, and whoever is responsible for those lapses, definitely we will initiate action.
Now an FIR has been registered against RCB by the Bengaluru police under sections of criminal negligence, with the case even transferred to the crime branch.
We didn't make a request to the RCB or the KSCA. They organized this.
Yes, sir.
The part of it was government also felt that we also should facilitate. That's all. After all, it is Bangalore team. RCB and KSCA, they are the ones who brought the team to Bangalore for celebration.
Congress's argument is clear. The government is not responsible.
This event was held in the cricket stadium by the IPL organizers. Even I was not aware that after the incident there was a program which was held in the stadium. I don't think government is in any way responsible for the program which was held in the case here.
However, the BJP is not letting the matter go.
क्या डीके शिव कुमार माफी मांग के रिजाइन करेंगे? Who authorized this? And was there any risk management conducted? Despite the deaths, who authorized the events to continue? This is surely the failure of the state government.
While speaking to media, the Deputy Chief Minister, who is in the eye of the storm, even broke down.
I'm worried about Papa Maklu, Chik Maklu, Bada, ನಾನು ನೋಡಿದೆ ಅಂತ 15 ವರ್ಷ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಎಲ್ಲ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಆಗಿದ್ದು.
But the BJP continued to question the Congress.
Yesterday he was enjoying, and after knowing all these incidents, he went to a stadium to kiss the trophy. Now he is crying means. So we can't understand this political drama.
Some even in the Congress are finding it difficult to hide their fault.
The government has owned up responsibility. This could have been averted with better planning and coordination. 2.5-3 lakh people poured out onto the streets. Although we did all the best we could, we were unable to manage the crowd.
The hypocrisy of the Congress not acting against its own leaders after the stampede is not lost on anyone.
अल्लू अर्जुन एक अभिनेता है. स्टैम्पीड हुआ था, अल्लू अर्जुन गिरफ्तार हुए थे. क्या अल्लू अर्जुन की गिरफ्तारी जिस कर्नाटक सरकार ने कराया था, on the same principle as to why Allu Arjun was arrested, on the same principle, will Mr. D.K. Shiv Kumar and Mr. Siddaramaiah be arrested?
The question remains, isn't the state government directly responsible for law and order? Why is the Congress government dodging responsibility after its photo op?
I am joined first by Mr. Harish Kumar Shetty. He is the uncle of Chinmay Shetty, the 19-year-old engineering student who most unfortunately died in this tragedy yesterday. And she was an artist also. She is native of Udupi, I am told. And words, I do not have enough words, Harishji, Mr. Shetty, to describe what I feel today, what all of us feel today. My sincerest condolences to you, your family, to Chinmay's parents, to the whole family for what has happened. I have no question to really ask you today, Mr. Shetty. I would just like to know what you would like to say. For 24 hours we've been raising this issue. I just want to hear from you as a uncle of the deceased, what you feel, sir. Mr. Shetty.
First of all, thank you very much for making me part of this debate. Arnab, this is very, very sorrow, very, very sad. In fact, see, the girl we lost is Chinmay Shetty. She is a very talented girl. She is a multi-talented girl. She is active in education, active in politics, active in extra. But unfortunately, this has happened. Now the whole family is inconsolable and nobody is accountable for this. My question with the nation to you and Arnab, what for the celebration is required, first of all? Whether the RCB is a national team, whether the RCB is a state team, this is only a club team. For this club team, this much of hype, what for? This is showing the show of strength of the government. I can add one more thing. To their Pancha guarantee that the free passes to the KSA stadium. Why those people are allowed the free passes? Having known that only the strength is 40,000 capacity, the 3 lakh public is waiting outside, roaring outside to come inside. What made them to give the free passes? And there is no fire extinguisher. There is no fire emergency. There is no medical emergency. There is no security. Nothing is there. Only the very much chaos. Lalbagh metro station gate is closed. Only 2 gates are open for the 3 lakh public. These are the public, the crazy, sports crazy people. They started running towards the stadium, trying to get inside the stadium. In the same time, this poor girl, what I understand from the people that her bag has fell down. When she is ready to pick up the bag, the whole lot of human crowd on her. Now the whole family is in a rude shock. But the government is not caring at all. We are staying near Banchantari, but
Mr. Shetty, I think we just lost his network for a minute. Let me try to get it back. I don't want to move from this. I want Mr. Shetty to have his say. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll get back Mr. Shetty. And I think I lost in between, Mr. Shetty, last 20 seconds, please. You said that she fell while trying to pick up her bag.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, yes. In fact, she has tried to pick up her bag and a whole lot of human crowd on her. Whole lot of human crowd on her, but unfortunately she is not able to get up. In the stampede, you help anything. Here, my question is why there is so much of security lapses. All the security forces are busy in attending the ministers and their families, players and their families, and the VIPs and their families, and the bureaucrats and their families. No staff at all. Hardly any security staff is seen outside the ground. Inside they're celebrating. Our deputy CM is kissing the trophy. Outside.
So the shots.
The bodies are being carried away. There is no people to carry the bodies. The police are chasing down in the crowd. That adds one more level of stampede. This is what has happened over here. Because of this sheer negligence of the government, 11 precious lives is lost. I can take an example. Last time when the World Cup was, the Mumbai has a crowd. Why these people can't manage 50,000 crowd or 2 lakh crowd? There is no proper plan in place. There is no plan 1, there is no plan 2, there is no plan 3. Zero plan. Plan is only to show up strength. First they show their strength at the Vidhan Sabha steps. Then what is the need of making a procession? Why that road show? Is it an election gimmick? Is it an election rally? Nobody is questionable for that. Nobody is answerable. Somebody should be accounted. Somebody should be accountable.
They are in it
Same
together.
government is crying. If it is something happens somewhere else in the country, they come first. Do this, do that. Then where are those so-called buddhijivas? Why they are not opening their mouths? Why they are not opening? Why they are not commenting? There now. Where is human rights? I strongly condemn this act, and I strongly urge the Indian government hand over this case to CBI. Then only the real culprit will come out and the victims will get the real justice.
Yes, Mr. Shetty, there are so many clear people to blame here. I just was told right now that there is a Bangalore police commissioner has been suspended. I think this is a sham. The politicians, no politician has been arrested, Mr. Shetty. Not one politician. Not one politician.
There is no affair on any of the politician.
Tell me,
affair on any of the politician.
Mr. Shetty, when did Chinmay decide to go for this event?
It is around some noon. Say at least 17 people, 17 of our friends went together. At least, in fact, there is so much crowd being divided into 2 parts. One part has gone ahead and one part has left behind. One part got ahead, Chinmay has got still ahead. At that point of time, the stampede happens.
So they had created a social media craze. You know what had happened, Mr. Shetty? If you see the way RCB and their PR team was operating, they had created a calibrated, using algorithms, using buzzwords. They had created a social media craze in order to bring more and more and more people to the stadium. And they had got no permission. But to say they had got no permission is also foolish, because the politicians are standing there and they have got a private arrangement to meet Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli is having fun, and he and Anushka are having fun, and it's all there. They're all having fun. So the politicians cannot say they did not know. The politicians knew that people were coming. Now they say we didn't know.
It is a calculated plan by the politicians and RCB.
Yes.
Both of them wanted to show their strength.
Yes.
They wanted to market themselves.
It was
Congress
pure marketing.
wanted to market them for the next election.
Correct.
RCB wants to market them for the next season.
Next season, more money.
More money, more fame.
More money, more fame, more sponsorship, more IPL culture.
More IPL culture.
IPL culture has killed people.
What I feel...
Sir, I lost the network again. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be opening to calls, but I can't do that without saying thank you to Mr. Shetty, who has joined us with his very vocal sentiments. Mr. Shetty, I want to thank you for coming.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So nice of you. Thank you very much.
I want you to once again convey our deepest condolences at the loss of Chinmay, and we feel very sorry.
Thank you very much.
So thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
I chose not to get Mr. Shetty into a political debate today. I thank him very much. And I'm joined this evening by Sohail Seth. Nobody needs to introduce him. Sanjay Desai, former president of the Karnataka State Cricket Association, and Kasturi Shankar, who's a political commentator. I have pro-Congress voices here tonight. Sanket Yanagi, T.R. Prasad Gowda from the Congress, Abdul Razak, and Advocate Manjunath N.D. Thank you all very much. Okay. Now, why doesn't Siddaramaiah arrest D.K. Shivakumar? Because D.K. Shivakumar has organized all this. Sanket. D.K. Shivakumar Sanket has organized all this. He's standing there. He has brought the families of the politicians. He has given the clearance. But Siddaramaiah can't arrest D.K. and D.K. can't file a complaint against Siddaramaiah, so none of them will do anything. They'll throw out or suspend the police commissioner and have a judicial inquiry. You think people are stupid, Sanket? Does the Congress government think people are stupid, Sanket?
Be arrested first of all, it is most unfortunate incident. No one can support either the government or anyone. Even though you say that we are pro-Congress or pro-government, I feel pity on myself on hearing certain sentimental or issues which are connected to the human right. I'm also a human being. Human rights are important than our ideologies.
All drama, come to the point, Sanket. Don't give me all these lectures. Come to the point. Why doesn't Siddaramaiah arrest DK? Why doesn't he arrest DK for this?
Am I Siddaramaiah? You are asking this
question. I'm asking you, why doesn't he?
No, if I am Siddaramaiah, you are asking this question.
No, but why doesn't he?
Why should he?
Yeah, I'm asking the question. What will you do? Arrest me? Arrest me for asking the question? Arrest me, is it, for asking the question?
You have invited me to the debate.
Yeah, I've invited you with a clear opinion. I have an opinion show. I will give my opinion on this.
You cannot push your opinion on my mouth.
I'm not pushing my opinion. I'm asking a question. Why is it triggering you? Why are you getting triggered, man? Why doesn't DK get arrested by Siddaramaiah? Why are you getting triggered? Why are you getting triggered? Why are you getting triggered?
You are getting triggered.
Yeah, you got triggered there. You don't want that question because hashtag Netas don't care. Sohail is on the debate. Sohail, your first thoughts.
It is a travesty of epic proportions that we live in a country where political party spokespeople have the gall to question people who are questioning their ineptitude, their incompetence, and their inhuman nature. It is sad that this gentleman has to defend a government which has been unable to protect human life under its charge.
Keep changing.
RCB is owned by Diageo, which is a liquor company. Has the CEO of Diageo apologized? You have suspended the Bangalore police commissioner because that's the low-hanging fruit. He doesn't have the right to fight. Who organized this? Was the Karnataka government not aware that cricket in this country has become a religion of a weird nature, that people will come out to, laud or praise or congratulate their team? I mean, I find this distressing and disgusting. And this happens time and again, Arnab. Let me tell you what I told you on 26/11 when you were in the studios at that time. This too will pass. Blame will be apportioned to the people who are not necessarily meant to be blamed. The people who have to take blame will pass the buck. There will be whataboutery. There will be comparisons between one horrific crime and another. And you will have shameless people defending their shameless governments, coming on television, playing goddamn politics when 11 people have lost their lives, their families are asunder, their families are in distress. Tell me, the RCB team has the gall to give away 10 lakhs each to the families of the victims?
Shame!
10 lakhs?
Shame!
Is the price? Is that the price? Is that what these goddamn players come for? They are being bought at 27 crores, 22
I'm going to open the lines,
10
man.
lakhs
I'm going to open the
each
lines.
family? The Diageo chief who makes money, their company makes money by getting people drunk or people buying liquor, tell this chap to shut up. When he needs to speak, we will rattle his cage. Then he needs to keep quiet. Please keep quiet.
Let Sohail speak, for God's sake. Let him speak. He speaks for a lot of people tonight.
Come on.
Let him speak. Let him speak. Razak.
Just pop in all this. Listen, whoever this gentleman is, tell him to keep quiet.
Congress, yeah, he's Congress.
You're too young in this game. Before you were born, I was debating. So just keep quiet and then we will listen to your idiocy. We will listen to your inanities. We will listen to your stupidity. Keep quiet till then. We have enough time to expose.
Where were you on 15th February?
Now let me tell you what is going to happen, Arnab. There is going to be no inquiry. There is going to be nothing. 2 months, in 2 months, you will forget this incident. And let me tell you, in 2 months, you will forget. This chap is a pro-Congress.
Louder. Take him off, yeah. Let Sohail talk.
He's a paid speaker. Why is he interrupting?
Sohail, continue. Put someone else.
Panel, so decent, so gentlemanly and ladylike. This person wants to interrupt for no rhyme or reason. So
you continue, Sohail.
Here's what I'm going to end with. This country has progressed enough. This is not about the Congress. It is not about the BJP. All governments, all political parties have had tragedies unfold under their governance. But we have done nothing in these 3 areas. 1, we don't have an SOP which we follow religiously. Number 2, we apportion blame to everyone else but ourselves. And number 3, the low-hanging fruit gets plucked and thrown aside. The people who are actually responsible are not put on the mat. And you know me, Arnab, I don't care about the Congress or the BJP. For me, it is the common man who is in distress today. And we on this panel are seeing political people make and take brownie
Citizen
points.
voice, not brand.
Look, this is not about the Congress. This is not about the BJP. It's about the Indian. It's about the Bangalorean. It's about the Kannadiga. It's about people in Karnataka when they are put up against cricket. Cricket is nothing but commerce. You have C for cricket, C for commerce. I'm not even against cricket. But look at the way this unfolded. Did you see even a squeak? I have to say, whether you like it or not, DK Shivkumar at least came out and apologized. Whether those tears were tears or crocodile tears.
That's not good.
Did the Diageo chief say anything?
Nothing. What a breaking news line say.
Did the team say
Put it on the breaking news
line. That 3-line statement? Nothing. And then you have the gall to offer 10 lakhs to each victim. I mean, for God's sake, is that what human life in India is?
Yeah, that is what it is for Virat Kohli.
My appeal to the...
That is the value of human life in this country for Virat Kohli. He doesn't have the guts to talk about against the RCB
so my appeal to the Congress and the BJP would be, y'all are respected political parties. It's time to earn respect. It's time to give back that respect and do it with dignity. Nothing matters in life more than dignity. It's not how much money you have, how much power you have, because that will go. What will matter today?
I want to know.
Mr. Gandhi or Mr. Siddaramaiah or Mr. Shivkumar or Mr. Modi or Mr. Amit Shah decide that politics is subservient to human life and human dignity. And I will end with that. I'm sorry if I got upset.
No, you have every right to get upset. The problem is all these netas want to make speeches. See, Razak wants to make a speech. Sanket Tenagi wants to make a speech. They're not used to asking questions. You better listen to the questions. Okay, I've handled enough Congress people and corrupt Congress people in my life. I've handled you guys. Razak, just be quiet. I'll expose you properly. Last week, 20 policemen came from Bangalore to arrest me. You shameless people came to my house, came to my office to arrest me because I questioned why the Congress party has an office in Turkey. You are totally shameless people, the same police station. And let me expose you nicely. Why? 1 minute. You want? Oh yeah. Razak, keep your mouth shut. Let me tell you something. Listen to me, Razak. Razak, listen to me. I'm not here to listen to your bhashan. I'm asking T.R. Prasad Gowda and I'm asking Sanjay Desai and I'm getting 4 windows on screen and I want you to be a little bit more disciplined. I'm not in a good mood, man. And nobody in this country is. You keep quiet now.
You never spoke for them.
Make the windows, for God's sake.
For other journalists.
The question.
You should have spoken for journalists.
Keep quiet. Speak for journalists. You don't know a damn about journalism or anything.
My brother journalist. You should have spoken.
Are you political invertebrate? You're an ethical worm. You expect me to respond to you?
Ashwini Vaishnav resigned. Was he arrested?
I'm asking Sanjay Desai, he's been former president of the Karnataka State Cricket Association. Make the windows. I want to ask you, Sanjay Desai, what is this Karnataka State Cricket Association? I'll tell you what it is, I think. I think they are dwarfs, they are minions, they are agents of the IPL bosses. Wherever the money comes from, they'll say yes. How did they organize this? How did they organize this, Sanjay ji? Did they even open their mouth or were they used as proxy through whom the invitations went?
Good evening, everybody. First and foremost, I would like to express my condolences for the people who have lost their lives. To your question, Arnav, KSA is affiliated to the BCCI, and the BCCI conducts this IPL, which is a franchisee league, where we, as an association, have to provide the stadium, and the total league is conducted by the franchisees. We have to take permissions from the police. First, the schedule of IPL is given to us. We go to the police department, say these are the dates for the IPL. We go, they give and ask permission to give us the police protection. Once we receive a permission letter from the police department, that letter is passed on to the other departments, the fire, the ambulance, all other departments swing into action. This whole process usually takes more than 8 to 10 days before the IPL starts. So there is so much of homework to be done before an event takes place. The tragedy of this event is, on the night the celebrations took place, it went on till 4 in the morning. The police department was totally stressed. There was no police protection, adequate police protection for this. Second to that, the whole thing was so disorganized.
Changing on the right.
And I totally blame the franchisees for such a disorganized event. They said they are going to take the team to Vidhan Sabha, come in an open bus. Nothing happened. To sell IPL tickets for stands, we allot different dates. Here you gave the entry free. And who you gave the entry for? God knows. Who are the people inside? And what was the procedure followed? Nobody knows. I totally blame the state association.
Put me in the middle. What? But
allowing.
But Sanjay Desai, what this, I just 1 minute, please. What you're telling me, Sanjay Desai ji, and you've been president of the Karnataka State Cricket Association. What you're telling me leaves me in no doubt, absolutely no doubt, that money owns cricket. KSCA is just a bogey. RCB owns the Chinnaswamy Stadium, effectively. Why did KSCA give clearance? Did the politicians tell them to? 1 minute. The politicians told KSCA. KSCA gave RCB. RCB told Virat Kohli and the team just be there. It was everybody is in it together.
No, without the permission,
today,
without the consent of the government, nothing moves.
So that is the point. And the
government is totally at fault.
Exactly. So arrest Siddaramaiah or arrest DK, Mr. Gowda. But here what happens is, Mr. Desai, here what happens is, Mr. T.R. Prasad Gowda, you see the netas are thinking, how do we get out? Okay, let's do two things. And I'll tell you how the mind of the politician thinks, viewers. Politician says, people are angry now. Okay, first let us push the ball down the road. Let us do a judicial inquiry. Wait a minute, Mr. Gowda. I have dealt with politicians all my life. I know them inside out. They know me. I'm going to hammer them. Listen to me. I don't care. You people, 1 minute, Mr. Gowda, you people last week sent 20 people to arrest me because I criticized Congress. Why don't you arrest DK? Why don't you arrest Siddaramaiah? 1 minute, listen to me. What Mr. Sanjay Desai has said is absolutely right. Nothing moves without the approval of the state government and the politicians. Nothing. The politicians wanted the cup to be given to them. They wanted a photo op. For a political photo op. For a political photo op, these children died. This list of people who died was for a political photo op. Shame on you guys. Shame on you guys. You should collectively quit politics. Shame on you. I'll open the lines tonight. I will open the lines and you will have to listen.
Mr. Arnab, on what legal grounds you are asking to arrest the CM and DCM? On what legal grounds?
Then listen. No, you asked a question. I'm smart enough to know. 1 minute. I'll get Kasturi in, but I'll tell you 1 minute. Gowda, don't repeat the question. I'm not Rahul Gandhi that I need to be told 10 times. Listen to me. Now, I'm telling you something. Kasturi will respond. Now, listen. On what legal grounds you're saying? Okay, fine. I'll give you a few legal grounds. First. Wait, no. Be quiet. No. You asked a question, then get the answer. You asked.
One more question, my dear friend. I will add one more question. You can ask the answer with anybody. This kind of stampede occur in other parts of India. Will you make the same? Have you created the same voice against the BJP governments wherever, apart from Karnataka government?
One minute. Kasturi, before he's asked me the question, let me answer and then you come in. Okay. Listen. Mr. Gowda, I'm responding to you. Now, you will have to listen to me. You ask the question, I listen to you. Now, decency says you should listen to me. First point is...
Of course, I'm a decent man.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm not in any mood for humor. First point is, the government knew or not, the government knew. Now you are saying we did not know, we did not give permission, we did not give clearance for the Chinnaswamy Stadium event, we did not know that millions of people would turn up, we did not know that the metro stations were full, but you knew, because without your approval, the Vidhan Sauda event could not have happened. You knew. You were being oversmart by trying to technically blame the police. That entire permission, the whole chain has happened because of the political parties. DK Shivakumar has said, I wanted the cup to be given to me symbolically because I wanted to create a spectacle that the team cup is given to DK Shivakumar. So DK Shivakumar, 1 minute, let me speak. Volume down, let me speak. DK Shivakumar wanted to be a hero for 5 minutes. And wanted this as a marketing opportunity. Why? Is he a member of RCB? He plays for RCB. He's an opening batsman. He's a coach. He's an owner. Who is he? Why did he do that? No, I'm sorry, it doesn't work this way. And Siddaramaiah also said, let me also get publicity. And Virat Kohli is unforgivable.
Secretary of KCA wrote a letter to the government to conduct and to give the... to bring the RCB team.
So the government knew, no? Then you admitted the government knew. The government knew. Kasturi just admitted that the government knew.
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course. Now he says, of course we knew. So what? People died. Nothing happens.
They only.
Kasturi.
And BCCI. I'm telling you, I'm coming to the point.
Who are apologists for this abject disgrace of a government will keep on going around in circles. Their defense is only offense. Number one, they will say, what did you do in a different state? Talk about your state. No, in your state, government, I've been listening to this. Government is not responsible. Government is not responsible. I agree. For the first time, I totally agree that the government is not responsible. Karnataka government, this Congress shame of a government has not been responsible for the potholes, has not been responsible for the water problem, has not been responsible for the floods, has not been responsible for the lives of their citizens, who all they wanted to do was share the celebration. Mr. D.K. Shivakumar is a VIP, so he gets a front row seat to go and shake hands with Virat Kohli. He's had his fanboy moment.
We have already
when they
given
were lathi charging people outside, and he knew. When Allu Arvind took part in a promotion of his movie, he was arrested. The theatre owners were booked. Everybody other than the police were held responsible.
With the CM and DCM.
And the chief minister, who is your party,
okay, 1 minute.
Congress chief minister Revanth Reddy Garu, went
we are opening calls. Rohan is calling from Mumbai. First caller, Rohan. Rohan is calling from Mumbai. We promised 10 calls at least. Rohan.
Yeah,
quick calls. Yeah, Rohan, quickly, please go on.
First of all, Arnab, it's bizarre in our country that for a private event, public lives are being lost. This is a private team owned by private individuals. It just defies logic. Number one. Number two, everybody knows these politicians. They're going to blame each other. They're going to sack some
that's drama by
police
them.
commissioner. Doesn't matter. If people are not fools. They know who's.
Okay, Rohan, I'll have to cut you short, unfortunately, this time, because I promised 10 calls, and my next caller is Siddhant from Mumbai. Siddhant.
Good evening. I've been hearing you for a long time, and I've been hearing these politicians who are defending these cricketers and the politicians are on a street.
Yeah, carry on, Siddhant, carry on.
इनको कुछ भी ह्यूमैनिटी की कुछ कदर नहीं है, इनको जो लॉस्ट लाइफ हो गए हैं उसके लिए
कोई कदर नहीं है, बिल्कुल कदर नहीं है सिद्धांत. 100% agree with you. पर IPL owners का क्या हो गया? Money owns cricket, सब चुप. Girish Nair from Kochi. Girish.
No, I'm truly appalled at some of the comments of some of the panelists against you. I mean, I must tell you that we stand strongly behind you, Arnab. You have set a different journalism standard together, okay? Now, let me tell you, this is a politicians, professionals and players cocktail, okay? You get your long-awaited trophy, your loads of money, your blazing limelight, okay? You need a procession as if you didn't have enough of all of this. A responsible administration, the second one, will prioritize its people.
No, Girish, I tell you, Girish, I'm sorry to have to cut you short because you come after such a long time on this. But I'm telling you, it's a conspiracy, Girish. This money owns cricket, Girish. Fans are taken for a ride. They don't give a damn for the game or fans or anything. They just want to own anything that they can earn more money with. It's terrible. Money has cost lives here. I'd like to get in our next caller this evening, but before that, put Manjunath on air. Srivatsam from Bengaluru. Srivatsam from Bengaluru. Srivatsam, you're there?
Why don't you speak to BCCI chairman?
Louder. What BCCI chairman I spoke to? Raise his audio. What's he say? I spoke to BCCI chairman Arun Dhumal. I told him yesterday. Volume, yeah? Can't you do the audio control, please? Raise the audio.
Amit Shah.
Now, question here is Srivatsam from Bengaluru, are you there? Okay, Rajkumar Chakravarti from Bengaluru, are you there? Rajkumar, are you there?
Yeah, I'm very much
here. Go on, Rajkumar, go on.
Yeah. As you said, I am from Bangalore, Arnab.
Yeah, I know.
As a Bangalorean, we are pained, shocked, numbed, and ashamed at what has happened. It's a matter of shame that the RCB team management and the players failed to express their anguish, sympathies to the families of the loyal fans who have lost their lives. Instead, continue to celebrate.
Yeah, they continue to celebrate. Manjunath, I said, put him on air. Manjunath, you want to say something on this? You feel bad? You feel remorse?
Yes, Arnab, you are putting the fault on the government only. But the government promptly has initiated some of the auctions by registering the complaint. The jurisdiction police itself has registered the complaint.
Jurisdiction complaint? What kind of technical reply is that?
Jurisdiction police has Schumacher registered the complaint.
How ridiculous that he's a lawyer.
To find out the fault.
He's a lawyer.
Who is responsible for all these things?
Registered a complaint? You registered a complaint? Is that your defense? That we have done a job? 11 people have died, sir. And your response on Arnab Goswami's program is that you have registered a complaint? What did you want us to do? Give you ice cream?
Who is responsible for all these things?
Arnab, if this is the intellectual level of the legal, some of our legal luminaries, I worry.
To the High Court,
this gentleman, Mr. Manjunath's response and the defense to the state government.
I'm sorry, I'll tell you one thing.
What did you want them to do? Tie Rakhi? Obviously, they have to register a complaint. People have died. You know it. You're a good lawyer.
That's what.
Number one. Number two.
When the investigation is going on, the investigation officer will find out who's the fault it is.
High Court.
And the Advocate General to the High Court has submitted all
I have
documents.
Ankesh Kashyap.
And he brought it to the notice of the state.
No, 1 minute. I ask here again. Nothing moves. I think Sanjay Desai needs to say it. Nothing moves without the politicians. Yeah, don't be fools on this. Nothing moves. The Bangalore cops suspended, good. But then suspend the politicians, no. Can you arrest the CEO of the holding company? Can you file an FIR against the global CEO of Diageo? Can you do that?
Denied the request of the RCB.
When Bhopal happened, Rajiv Gandhi was the Prime Minister.
Yeah, and he allowed Warren Anderson to get away.
Prime Minister, and Warren Anderson was let go.
Yeah, Sanket.
Have you one
changing on the right? Yeah.
Have you
keep changing on the right?
With the Diageo CEO, have you taken the Diageo CEO to account? The Diageo CEO is the owner of the team. To be fair, to just blame 2 or 3 players is not sufficient. The Diageo CEO is responsible because that company owns RCB.
They won't touch him.
He issued a statement, he or she? No. Have they given any compensation? No. Have they talked to their people? No. Diageo should be putting pressure and people should put pressure on Diageo.
Sanket.
You give 10 lakhs?
Sanket, respond, Sanket.
Millions of dollars?
Yes, let me answer.
Yeah.
First of all, it's a vicarious responsibility and includes that of the government as well. Let me be very clear on that aspect. I am not shielding the government for a moment, and it is not my opinion as well, since from the beginning. But the thing is, this is something which needs to be thoroughly investigated, and everyone responsible should be booked under the stringent provisions of law. Whether it is the politician,
citizen voice, why change the windows?
Sponsors, or be it anyone else.
I heard that this, it's one thing to have a celebration in the stadium. Okay, we blame RCB, we blame Diageo, we question KSCA, everything. But when we hear the fact that there was a celebration planned in the Vidhan Sauda, that is where my blood boils. I speak this with